All right.
Looks good.
Okay. Fuck. Let's get started, I guess. Let me pull up some stuff. All right. I know that we've already, gone over some lore things, and I'm sure that some of you have read, just lore about Oxedu and whatnot. But I'm going to recap it for us here, slash, just do it for streams and whatnot. Okay. Let me do a couple of things. All right. First off, welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Give me a sec. Oh, moving everything around, all fucked up. Okay. Everything's breaking. All right, there we go. We got there.
Orb.
All right.
Orb.
You all know Oxedu as your home. Teeming with life at every turn, vast horizons textured with mountains that touch the very edge of space, oceans that vary in their colors, their depths. They run so deep they seem to plummet into the planet's very core. Forests that rival the most beautiful works of art ever created. It is full of magic, mysteries. Some of you have read or heard about your home's past, either through ancient found texts or stories told by old crones. The age of harmonious creation, the beginning. Across the planet and its continents, elements of every kind wove together constantly, never remaining still, or even as one element, period. No one knows why exactly that stopped being the case, but Oxedu rests now, a cacophony of natural beauty. Truly a sight to behold. But, alas, Oxedu is also a world on the brink of eradication. Over the past few hundred years, it has come into the inescapable pull of a black hole. Other worlds now orbit Oxedu, along with stars, moons, comets, and the likes. Fortunately, with the path that it is on, there is no collision with any of these things in sight yet, at least according to those who have either studied or communed with the stars themselves. As one can imagine, this has caused interplanar travel, that's traveling between the planes of existence, to not only become easier to do, but seemingly happening on accident. New peoples, creatures, monsters, aberrations, and even gods themselves have found a new home, either on or just outside of Oxedu. Refugees from across the stars and the many planes of existence have found their way into Oxedu and started living whole lives here. On the ground of the planet itself, several new stars can be seen both during day and night. The night sky is lit with moons that are unfamiliar and uncomfortably close. While this era of existence is somewhat new to Oxedu in the grand scheme of its life, you all have spent your entire lives under a daunting dark void in the sky, unmoving but always present. Ever since its appearance, the land's magics and its wielders have had sporadic troubles, incidents here and there, the magic seemingly becoming unstable, and even at times siphoning the life from its user if it's pushed too hard. Unknown as to how, as this was not the case before. Sorry, that was a sudden stop there. There we go. Several entities and societies throughout Oxedu either seek to control or harness the power from the entity that plagues their sky, or are trying to figure out a way they can escape it entirely. Even after the widespread news of what seems to obviously be the eventual apocalypse, most of Oxedu's inhabitants still fight on, either for personal gain or to protect its peoples from that which would do them harm. Entire continents ruled by factions, families, or religious orders believing they'll be the ones to figure out a way to save their world. Some regions, however, entirely untamed or forgotten, as they should remain. The 5 continents are as follows. Raya-Greth, that is the largest continent and host to most of Oxedu's cities and societies, filled with hills and mountain peaks. Ifune, which is a tundra-like climate. Its large portion of it is frozen. It's scarce in its peoples. Omora, it's heavily forested with brightly colored flora and dense with fauna. Pretty unexplored for the most part. Imiron, it's the smallest of the continents and is mostly grassland. And Mulath, which is a vast desert plain. The societies there are also scarce, but when they are there, they are large, vast in its peoples. Amidst all the chaos, the violence and the worry, and the dangers that these lands provide, there are still normal people leading normal lives, farmers, barkeeps, kings, queens, everything in between, driven by providing for the people that they care about, or maybe providing for no one at all but themselves. You all are currently on the continent of Raya-Greth, in the kingdom of Lyrenport, currently ruled by one Duke Merrick Tideswell. You all have either been contacted by, submitted interest to, or have stumbled upon the Lyrenport Detective Agency. Once introduced, you were given a starting job to test your skills in the field. Almost none of you have experience in this particular line of work, but some of you are desperate for coin to make ends meet. Others among you are running from their pasts, some hoping to get back what they've lost. Your only contact so far has been someone who only referred to themselves as Miss Windrider. None of you have met this person as of yet, but have received letters in regards to work. The letter that contained your first job description is as follows. Good day, probationary detective. I hope this letter finds you in good health. The agency needs you to travel just outside of Lyrenport. There is a small inn there that has sent requests for our presence. Currently, all of our other agents are occupied with larger, more urgent cases, so you and several new hires will need to get there as soon as possible. Get acquainted with one another and begin figuring out what the issue is. The name of the inn is called the Lazy Angel. It is about a day or two's ride outside of Lyrenport to the northwestern road. If you are not coming from Lyrenport, you'll need to find the inn on a map. Your point of contact there is the owner of the building. His name is Revel Drod. Revel has reported of a brutal murder that has either taken place inside or near the business. We need you to solve the case of who likely did it, and then we can meet in person to discuss payment and potential further employment. Remember, this is a test. Do not fall short. The Lyrenport Detective Agency both thanks you and is watching. Best of luck on your investigation. Signed, Miss Windrider. So, you all, coming from different parts of Oxedu. Some of you have already, lived on Ryagrath. Some of you not far from Lyrenport itself have gathered your things and made travel out to this particular day and time of day. Time of day is a little bit later in the evening. The sun is starting to set. And as you're all showing up at a similar time, you arrive at the Lazy Angel Inn. And as you get there, it's a nice little wooded area. And at the front, it's a two-story building. There's a couple of guards standing out front of the double doors, and you can see in the windows. People are just sort of talking, drinking. It looks like a little bit of a tavern, at least downstairs anyway. You can smell like meats and different spices being cooked. You can hear, not pictured here, to the left of the inn is a stable, a couple of animals, and somebody sounds like, they may be banging on a hammer, like they're, smithing something. Give me a second here. And you're all arriving at a similar time. Sort of just collectively come just off the main road where there's a few, wagons going by. Here we are. Can you all see? Just to be sure.
I can see.
80% there, 90, 91. Hang on. I can see.
Nice, hell yeah. There we go. Okay, let me... So, that being said, you all are arriving around here. We're gonna go down the list. Syl, could you please describe your character?
Okay, well,
Well,
what you guys would all see is a relatively average-sized dwarf in terms of height, but in terms of girth and muscle mass, it's hard to tell. He's cloaked up, seemingly with very ragged and tattered clothing. He looks very dirty. Almost like he's been crawling through the jungle for the last 5 years. Semblances of some form of armor are on him, but it's so old and kind of worn away and covered up by rags and cloths that it doesn't really seem very much like it's really still armor or has any real use as armor. And he's very reserved. He's kind of staring everybody down, just keeping to himself but watching, and looking not confused, but looking out of his element.
All right. Medley lead pipe, if you will, Cutino.
Right, so Medley's just wearing kind of like a general, like, I guess blue, brown, what's it called? Cloth shirt, brown, leggings. She's holding what looks to be a recorder in one of her hands. She also has what looks to be a broken trumpet kind of like tied to her hip. She also, on the right side of her face, is completely scarred and battered. She can't even open that right eye. At the moment, she's looking around as if she's like kind of excited with the people around her. Like she's looking to perform, almost.
All right. Noctifer, Crowing, if you will.
sure. So Noctifer is a tiefling, which his skin is like this purpley color that kind of matches his eyes that are sort of glowing, sort of dimly in the light. He's wearing kind of like, his clothes are sort of clearly lowborn in a sense, where he's clearly have worked on a farm or somewhere of the sort. And his sleeves are a little bit pulled up, where you can see these sort of black swirls that sort of work up his arms. It's clearly some form of tattoo. His hair's sort of slicked back and it's almost black, kind of ashy color, and he has a set of horns on his head that sort of curve upwards and go from this faded black into almost glowing purple. Not too glowy, so it almost seems like it glows, but it doesn't really. He's a little bit more reserved. He's got his eyes that are looking around, checking things out. He's kind of like a little bit more laid back.
All right. And Tamsin, Sunstone, if you would.
Tamsin is a halfling, and she is also a paladin. So she's in the normal, chainmail, with the symbol of the goddess that she serves. Her hair is a bright pink. She is immaculately clean. Her fingernails are clean and trimmed, and her hair there's not a hair out of place. She is polished. Her armor has no dents. She takes very good care of it. Everything is very clean. And she tends to glance at the more, I guess, natural of the party, I guess. Trying to disguise a look of mild disgust.
Okay.
She also has a tattoo on her cheek as well. So.
All right, Zargo, Sock, if you would. Don't mind that.
Yes, Zago, he is looks mostly elvish, high elvish, kind of pale skin, pointed ears. He's got like dark, like shades on, like circular shades over his eyes. Doesn't give much away when it comes to that. But on his face, not a lot on his face, and then especially on his hands and his arms that you can see, he has a lot of these quite intricate black markings and tattoos that they don't like in a common language. They definitely look different every time you seem to look at them. He's wearing a very bright colored, like tight-fitted jacket that's very finely tailored to himself. But he's wearing a dark, like black cloak with like gold inlays over top that he kind of covers himself up with when he's traveling. He's got a black, like bolero hat on, because he also has like he has horns too, but they're like antler horns that come out of his forehead, and they're kind of dark and twisted. But given we've been traveling for a little bit, you've probably seen him take his hat off, so you know that they're his horns. But his hat has been tailored so that when he puts his hat on, there's little slots in his hat, so that it looks like it could just be the horns are just like part of the hat, and could just be like horns are attached to the hat as like a disguise or something. But he looks very excited to be here and is very interested as to what's going on. But walking alongside him is like 1.5 foot tall wooden marionette puppet, which is rather unsettling. He does have like around his waist like puppeteers like tools, like the wooden like cross cradle type thing and the strings, but this particular puppet is not currently being puppeteered by himself, and it's currently walking alongside him with these dark sockets for eyes, and it's just like looking around on its own. Yeah, and he's just chilling in it. He's very kind of happy to be here.
So, as you all are sort of arriving at a similar time, obviously at the same place, you would see there's a couple of guards that are standing at the front doors of the inn. They're sort of just standing there idly. They're not looking sort of like they're lazily there, like they're not really knowing what they're doing there. They're just sort of attending to the doors just in case. They're wearing green padded armors, and you notice on their shield is painted. There's a large green anchor that has been painted on it. But otherwise, you all are just meeting up, and I will let you guys take it from there.
I'll say as we're walking up, Zargo kind of turns to Medley and is like, Medley, darling, this could be it. Imagine, puppet show, a murder, a bloody murder. You've got jazz music in the background, blood everywhere. This could be the story that makes us. This could be it.
Medley's gonna like lift her what's it called, the recorder up that she thinks is a flute. Yeah, we got this. This is how we're gonna make our money.
This is it. This is how we get big. This is perfect. All we need to do is, solve a murder. Can't be
Easy,
too difficult, right?
That's just like jazz.
I'm
It's easy,
sure
John.
one of these small folks knows what they're doing. And then I
Sorry, go ahead.
Again, I'll turn to the rest of the group. Right, hello, Zargo Bartholomew. Nice to meet you, darlings. And then he walk up and shake everybody's hands. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Well, anybody know where to start?
Thimble would look at everyone and just Thimble. And he would just be
Fantastic.
Gonna take a
staring.
step back.
He would just be staring at the little puppeteer doll, just not trusting it at all, just watching its every move.
Don't mind him, that's Crowley. He's very friendly. Crowley, say hello.
As Zargo says, tells his puppet to begin speaking, its mouth just drops agape. It doesn't really go up or down, it just drops, and inside it is just a dark void, but sound begins to come out of it. Is and then it sort of closes back up.
He said he's very happy to meet you all, and he looks forward to working with you.
Octavia's just sort of standing there with hands on his hips, just like.
Millie just smiles and nods like she is in agreement. It was completely normal what you said.
Tamsin's wiping her glove on a towel after having shook hands and is staring at the doll. That's not unsettling at all. So, why exactly are we here?
Well, I read the letter. We are here to solve a murder, darling. I guess we should go speak with the proprietor of this joint, Mr. Revel Draught. Probably a good place to start.
Thimble will just start walking in front of the group up to one of the guards and just look at one of them and be like, "Where is Groat?"
The guard, he's sort of standing there, he looks at you a little confused, and he's listen, man, I don't know. You just head on inside, all right? I'm just making sure, the front door's guarded. He sort of motions for you to head on in.
Honestly,
would follow.
just point
You
me
would-
in the right direction. Tell me who to hit with my hammer. That's all I need.
Yeah, he'd look back at the group and just start walking inside.
I like her. She's useful.
So,
Ziggy, really quick, the green anchor on their shield, do I recognize that at all?
let's see. Give me a second. Where are you from initially again?
Reogress.
That's right. Okay, yeah, make a history check.
Oh yeah. Give me one of those.
First roll.
Oh hell yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Through your travels around Ryagreth, you've seen a symbol like this before. It's these specific guards and those markings are symbols of some of the military from Lyronport, commonly referring to themselves as the Tide Shield.
Is there any reason as to why there'd be military, like, at an inn? Other than a murder?
I will let you figure that out.
Okay. Alright. You said that, what was it? Tide something? What did you say again?
Tide Shield.
Tide. Shit, okay.
As Thimble would start walking forward and walking through, you guys would all stay. He walks very heavy-footed, and with like each step is sort of like he has heavy intention. And if anybody's walking behind him, it's going to smell like a man that's been in the wild. It'll be trees and dirt and whatever imagination you could come up with something in the jungle is what you would smell.
Sokka gets a whiff.
He doesn't smell like he has bathed in probably months.
So
Medley's face is just gonna scrunch up, and she's just gonna avoid anything near him.
as you're all coming in, the sound of everybody talking is sort of, obviously it heightens at this point. There's quite a few people here at this inn/tavern. Again, that smell of meats being cooked and the spices and stew really is sort of hitting your nostrils at this point. And as you start to walk in, the man at the bar sort of gestures all to you. Oh, welcome in, folks. How can I help you? Come on in. Does anybody want a drink or anything like that? As you're all starting to make your way into the inn.
Sokka's gonna look down at Thimble. Isn't this like a aren't you like required? Isn't this like a that you need? Do you want me to order you something? Do you need like
Thimble
help
would
up
just
to
look
the-
so confused at Zargo, like, what are you saying to me right now?
Would you like me to help you up onto the stool?
Thimble would grab the stool and move it away from Zargo.
So as
And
you
just
all
be like,
go.
is this what you meant? It's like, he just looks confused as to what he's trying to say.
I was only offering. Fine, bartender. We are not here to drink. We are here in business. For the Lionhold Detective Agency, of course. We're looking for Revel Drord, your proprietor. Darling.
He looks around a second. He leans in. Oh, okay, all right. You guys are the detectives, huh? All right. Yeah. Hey. He sort of leans in and quiets down a little bit. It's obvious he normally has that sort of tone as he addresses multiple people in the room throughout the day. He leans in. He says, "Hey folks, and he points to himself. I'm Revel. He's sort of a younger guy. He's a little rugged looking, but he's got normal, just wearing a little apron with a vest just underneath it." And he says, "Yeah, listen. This happened. I don't know. Within the day, I had one of the folks staying here. We heard a scream from upstairs. She came down and was panicking. He told us about there was a body up there. A lot of the guards that were already here sort of blocked things off. And as he says, blocked things off. He motions over towards where the stairs are, and there's a guard sort of standing just over near the stairs, making sure people don't go to the second floor of the inn. And, nobody's really touched anything. We've made sure that, everything is how it should be. Yeah, it's, I'll be honest, I went up there to look. It is fucked up.
It happened upstairs, and nobody's been up since, apart from yourself.
That's right, yeah.
Do you have a like a logbook of who's been staying here?
I do. It's gonna take me a second to look around. I can go, let the guards know, and he waves over to the guy on the stairs, sort of just like waving his hand that it's okay for him to step out of the way. It's obvious they've been expecting some detectives to stop by. The guard sort of, he looks at him, he nods, and he sort of meanders off towards one of the tables and sits down. He said, "Yeah, I'll it's around here somewhere. I'll go looking for it. If you guys need anywhere, you just let me know. If any doors are locked or something. I mean, there's some of the rooms that I might not be able to let you in. People are living here after all. But if it seems like it's important, you could come down and ask."
DM.
Yeah.
Do I feel like this guy's being a little bit suspicious? Can I make like an insight check or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
me
ma-
too.
Yeah.
make an
Well, I'm
insight check.
saying here, I'll do the same.
He seems like he's just acting a little bit sus.
Little sis, you
Yeah,
know,
make an
little-
insight check.
little sis.
While they all stare him down, Thimble will look at the bartender
Fuck.
and just say, "Beer."
You having said that, he'll sort of like squint his eyes at you, and he'll start, messing with his taps, and he'll get a mug and start, brewing into it.
Well,
Wait, did you?
All right.
Damn, L's all around.
I mean, just overall with those, it seems like there's no real big deal. I think Tamsin, you would sort of get a hint of, like he's a little standoffish about having to deal with this, but he doesn't seem to be lying.
Medley's gonna tap her recorder on the fuck, what's it called? The counter. I'll take a beer as well, please.
He'll nod to you, and he'll start. He'll grab another pint and start, opening the tap. All right.
Where's the stairs? Is it this little door over here?
The stairs are over this way. I'm pinging so you can see them down over. They're sort of as you
down
walk
there.
in. Yeah, as you walk in, they're to the right and then behind you.
All right. Thimble would crush the beer, put in front of him, and just nod towards the bartender and walk away and walk towards the staircase.
As Fimble starts to walk away, he looks to everybody else and he goes, "Do you guys normally drink on the job, or is that like
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Medley
Our
just happily
methods
nods.
are
Thimble will just say,
our
"Procedure," and keep walking.
Pal, okay, we don't come in here and question why you can't find your logbook right away, so you don't question what we're gonna drink before we go look at a gruesome murder, okay?
he throws his hands up and he's like, "Okay, all right," and as he turns around to grab a glass to clean, he's like, "Fucking dickhead." He's just sort of mumbling to himself. All right. What are you guys doing? Fimble, I
Thimble
know
is
you.
walking towards the staircase. Yeah.
Tamsin has pulled out a towel and is now compulsively trying to clean the stool in which that dirty dwarf has just gotten off of. So,
does it look like there's any, just really quickly, does it look like there's any like see, I can see like newspapers and shit back here, but
Mhm.
like, papers. Does it
at a quick glance, can I see any books or anything that might look like a logbook behind the counter or under the counter?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Not very good. I'll be honest now. Hey,
Oh, it's not
not
bad.
bad.
Yeah, there definitely is, a few papers. Some of them looks like, maybe, with a 15. Some of them look like just randomly assorted things, maybe advents or events, sort of advertising those sorts of things. But sort of tucked away off to the side of the barrels, there is, like a makeshift clipboard or something akin to that. That is sort of tucked away. Yeah.
Okay. I'll just take a mental note and follow the group.
Oh,
Medley spins around on the chair and just starts skipping over towards the stairs.
Revel's just behind the bar. He's just sort of cleaning the glass with a coffee. Who the fuck did I send here? All right. So you guys are heading up the stairs. If you can, you can move right on up. I think it should just bring you over there, if I'm not mistaken.
Token collide.
Of course.
Medley's like quietly gagging to herself because she's walking behind Fimble.
Here, hold on. Give me a sec. Let me move you all quickly. Okay, there we go. I see. Hold on. I gotta move you guys around a little bit. Okay, please hold. There we go. Almost there. Okay. Alright, last one, Tamsin. Okay. So as you guys come up the stairs, you can see there's an opening in the floor where you can see directly downstairs where a lot of the patrons are still eating and drinking and whatnot. But as far as upstairs goes, you see a lot of different rooms. This is the inn part of the Lazy Angel. Just a lot of different doors where people could be staying. Not a whole lot of public open space here. There's a couple of tables here and there, but not a whole lot.
Fimble would start walking forward. Does this table actually have food on it here?
It's got like scraps of food, not like anything tangible.
Okay. Yeah, Fimble would start walking forward. What's the name of the guy we're trying to meet? It starts with a D, right?
Revel
name?
Drod. You've met him. He was saying
we
that.
met him.
Yeah. The
the
bartender. Yes.
Right. Okay.
So.
Any?
Did you not tell us where?
Sorry.
Room?
That's okay.
second.
Here, I'm gonna pause for a sec. What'd you say, Sock?
No, I was gonna. You go first.
Oh, well, I was gonna reply to the Fimble. What were you saying, Fimble?
I was saying he didn't say what room it was in, right? He didn't give us a room or anything.
No. He did not. What were you gonna say, Sock?
I was just gonna say, is there any like indication out in the corridors of what room this might happen in?
Well, Fimble, Medley, as you guys are rounding this corner, actually go ahead and make me a perception check.
Perception, give me 1 sec.
Mm-hmm.
I completely forgot. What's the hotkey to get it up again?
C. And
Thank
then, yeah, you should be able to click on it from there in the attributes tab.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay, you both. I mean, it's pretty easy. You guys are gonna be coming up on it relatively soon here, but just beyond the railings here, you definitely you can smell an air of an aura of death rather. There smells like blood. Smells like, when people die, they shit themselves. Yeah.
Medley's gonna
Nice.
immediately look at Fimble. Is that you?
Nope. He'll look back at the group and just be found him, and just start walking towards the body.
Medley's gonna nervously follow Fimble.
So, as you all are rounding this corner, you would see a man that is in sort of tattered, bloodied clothes. Just looks like a commoner. Maybe doesn't have a whole lot of money, and he is laying there on the ground, bloodied, just in the middle of this hallway.
Fimble's just gonna start approaching the body, just unbothered by any of the smell or anything like that, and he's gonna poke it with the hilt of his axe, just to make sure it's dead.
Oh yeah, this guy is very clearly dead. That is for sure. He's unmoving, just mouth agape, laying on the floor.
Yep, he's dead.
Sitting in a puddle of blood.
If nobody else is gonna start walking up, he's just gonna start looking at the body from a distance, just to see if there's any clear, obvious signs of like what happened to him, like slashes, stabs, cuts, anything like that.
Make me either an investigation or a medicine check.
While he does that, Ziggy, I'm just going to send Rowley crawling over the edge of the barrier and like onto the ceiling of the tavern, like in the shadows. And I'm just going to have him like stay there and I'm just going to say like telepathically, keep an eye on the bartender. If he does anything with that clipboard, let me know.
He nods silently and just very quickly, almost unnervingly, you all would be able to see the little, wooden marionette puppet just climb up the wall and onto the ceiling, just latching onto it. It's like, something out of a horror movie with its speed, and it just climbs up into the middle of the opening, sort of near just off of the chandelier to where it's kind of in the shadow, and he's staring down at Revel as he's bartending.
No, don't like that.
Lucifer's eyes just swing up towards it. He just looks disgusted.
Medley's
It's
just
art,
completely unbothered.
okay? It's art.
With a medicine of 11, Fimble, you, this guy has, he's been stabbed, for sure. Definitely several puncture wounds. Sort of just all over his body.
I'll just look back at everyone.
Is gonna pull a cloth up and a mask and pretty much cover her nose and mouth, and she's going to step forward as well and take a look.
Yeah.
As everyone walks up, Fimble will look back at them and be like, "Solved it. He was stabbed to death."
Oh Lord, here we go with my shitty fucking rolls.
So Timson, as you step up, he has several cuts, lacerations. Some just look like straight punctures. What do you guys want to do from here?
And there's no signs of any kind of poisons or...
From what you checked, it's difficult to tell. What may have been running through him. At least by scent, nothing really stands out, at least at the moment.
No ritual markings at all, right? Right?
Nothing.
Right.
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
Zogo's just gonna hop the barrier, and like pull round a chair and like straddle it a little bit, and open his cloak, and like a cute little puppet that kind of looks like a little wizard that he's like made for one of his shows comes out, and he like hooks up the strings a little bit, and he's kind of like starts doing a little puppet story. I met this wizard
What
once.
things do you have?
I'm a traveling puppeteer. What do you think? I only have one. I do shows. I make
money sometimes. And he starts like doing a little show, and then he starts doing like with the candlelight from the table. He starts like doing a little like shadow like puppeteer show on the wall, like said medley and it's kind of like starts swirling together into these like arcane sigils, and I'm gonna ritually cast detect magic. So it's gonna take me like 10 minutes, but after 10 minutes I'll be able to see if there's any magic things in the area.
I love that. I love that so much.
Okay.
Medley just
Ritual cast is
usually
just a
starts
fucking
playing her
puppet
recorder
show.
as well as he does this.
Yeah, like medley's got the background music going
She's
too.
just-
Yeah.
Yep.
Is anybody doing anything while he starts to do his ritual
Sure.
there? Yeah.
While they're doing that, Nox, we're just gonna like look around the area just to see if there's like anything that kind of hints that maybe he was, just like dragged here, or like if there's like any maybe nail marks in the walls or stuff. Like, just to see if there's like maybe a fight.
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
also going to look for any traces of a blood trail, any signs that somebody may have,
Okay.
gone into one of the rooms.
Yeah. Make a investigation check.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank
Uh,
you.
There we go. We might actually be able to do something.
Okay. So, I'll pair this with Zargo here as you guys begin to look around. So, Tamsin and Zargo. Tamsin, you see that as you're looking around the hallway here, there is just a little bit, just under the door, splashes of blood from this door in particular. Zargo, along with Tamsin having noticed that, through the keyhole of this door, there is something that is magical coming from this room. It's faint. It's not a lot, but there is something.
The store here.
Yes.
So Zargo's gonna point at the door. Something inside, because Zargo at this point, Zargo's like pulled his glasses down, and when he's looking through, and his eyes are like kind of like the puppets, but they're like spherical, but they're completely black and like glazed over, almost wet, and reflective. And he's like glancing through the keyhole, and he kind of points through with a long black fingernail. There's something inside that I think we should probably take a look at. And he will mage hand, and the mage hand will manifest as like little puppet strings, and will pull the handle and see if it's locked.
It is. As you try the handle, it sort of, or the puppet strings rather, pull on the door handle. It stays right where it is. Pretty sturdy lock.
Thimble will walk
Well,
up.
it's locked. I guess we're done. I guess we're finished.
Thimble will walk up.
What?
Not for long, and he's just gonna try and kick the door down, like just from the handle, just give it a fucking solid kick.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, make me an athletics check.
I'm for it. Who needs keys?
Fuck asking for keys, bro.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I forget how fucking strong he is. Okay.
Oh my god.
As you you raise a foot up and just full cock back kick into this door, the lock breaks and the door flies open. And as it does, immediately, just everybody, even Zargo in the back, is wafted by the scent of death. It is just overwhelming. The room is covered in
Don't like
blood.
that.
There is somebody or a body in the bed, the cupboards are full of limbs, organs, things of that nature.
Fimble, I think it's occupied. You should probably shut it. I think we're in the wrong room.
While that waft, hold on a second. I need to see what this ends up being real quick. Fimble is just going to stand there, almost frozen, just staring at the room as like he gets hit with the front of just that smell of death. And he's unmoving, completely like standing there, just solid, not moving.
Medley's gonna use her recorder to kind of like poke the back of Fimble to try and like push him to go in.
He doesn't move like at all. He's just standing there, like he is standing guard essentially.
Tamsin, is he all right?
He smells so bad. Hello? Hello? Waves her hand in front of his face.
He's just looking through her hand, like as if it's not even there. He is almost like he is essentially almost not there anymore.
Gonna nudge him with her hammer. She refuses to touch him with her hands.
Just like a poke or like a proper.
Are you like moving him out of the way?
Like poking, like trying to. Yeah, she's digging her heels in and trying to push him. Fimble, move.
You could try it. If you want to try and move him, you can try and move him.
You want to make a strength check? Okay, yeah. He's rock solid wanting to just. Fimble is going through something apparently
You're really
in this moment.
I'm gonna do a strength check. Really? Oh my god. Okay. Well,
Fimble,
Let's
Do I need to
have it.
contest
solid.
it?
That's
Damn
it.
it.
That's you know what? Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, contest it. Fuck it.
Should I do
Yeah.
a strength save or
Yeah,
athletics?
yeah. Do a save with your insane amount of strength. Okay,
And that does it.
he's rock solid. Now, most of you are, aside from Tamsin, are tall enough to see over him. But yeah, you definitely see in the room there is a body that is laying there. One of the legs is hanging out from underneath the blankets. It is. There's also something painted or something's gone on with the window on the far side of the room. Difficult to see from here.
Sorry. As everybody starts looking over him, Fimble will just like shake his head and just kind of stumble over to the side. And just like keep his back to everyone for a moment and put his hand on the wall.
Fimble, are you okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Medley's gonna like. Oops, sorry.
No, go on.
Oh, Medley's gonna use her recorder again to kind of like nudge Noctifer to try and start going in first. You go. I insist.
Yes. You look like you're used to blood and bodies. You look like the type.
You just start gonna go.
Why did I get sent here with all of this blood and the stink? I can't stand it.
Noctifer glances back towards Medley and then he just pushes himself into the room to sort of have a little look-see, have a little nosy around.
All right. Go ahead and make a perception check for me,
Perception.
or investigation, whatever you'd prefer, depending on what you're wanting to do
Let's
here.
go for investigation.
Sure.
Oh!
Hey!
Hey!
Okay.
Easy.
First 20.
Nice.
As you step in and look around the room, it's obvious. There is some fresh blood here and there. There's even buckets full of it on, just under the window table. But most of the blood in the room is dried. Like this has been here for a little while. The body in the bed.
Nobody complained about this stench.
The body in the bed is starting to, or has been for a little bit, decaying. Zargo, with your detect magic earlier, there is just like a faint like seal that is sort of surrounding the room, and on the window itself, there's also and this is for Noctifer specifically, as you start to walk in, there's also a symbol that has been painted in blood on the window seal. Give me a second here. I'm going to have to do this really quick. Hold on.
Zogo will just put a hand on Noctifer's shoulder and just point at the symbol before kind of pointing out, I'm sensing something.
Okay.
I like to picture that little puppet, shadow puppet, is like dancing on the walls and like pointing all the magic things out. So there's like a little shadow puppet that's like just pointing at the symbol on the window.
As you enter in here, give me a second. There we go.
Holy shit! Okay.
Jesus Christ.
This room is very very bloody, and this room is also at the back of the building. The behind this building is a mostly wooded area. Nobody really has traveled or travels out that way. So this is sort of appears to have gone unnoticed for some time.
Okay. At
Noctifer.
this point, Tamsin is turning a very sickly shade of pale, and she's starting to sweat at all of the filth surrounding her. Does she recognize the symbol?
Make either a history or religion check. Actually,
I would also
wait,
like
no.
to do that.
Okay. Yeah. Tamsin, you don't need to. Zargo, you can.
Is it history or religion?
Yeah.
I'll go for history.
I don't need to. Okay.
I'm gonna go for a religion check.
Sure.
That's fine.
Oh yeah, not great.
Oof. Okay. Noctifer, Zargo, you're not entirely sure. This is definitely a religious symbol, but you're not sure. Noctifer and Tamsin, this is one of the many symbols of the goddess of purity, Lysinthi. Not only that, it has obviously symbols drawn like this in this way are sort of a mock or a taunt to the goddess.
What in the seven hells? So Tamsin is now going to go from sickly to absolutely enraged.
Noctifer doesn't seem too fussed about it.
And
Well-
she's going to pick up her hammer and she's going to break the window.
As you shatter the window, it will put you in here a second. As you shatter the window, just behind you guys, Medley, Zargo, Fimble, you would all start hearing this. And the puppet would also see this. There's like a small little there's like a couple of bards that begin playing, and downstairs there's most of the people down there who are drinking and making merry and eating all begin to sort of sing along. Like it's getting a little later in the evening now. People are well into their drinks at this point, sort of having fun, making merry, not really privy to the grisly scene that is unfolded up here, and it's a little loud now, especially coming through that bottom floor. So Noctifer, with the 21 investigation, that dead body that is in the bed, it also has several cuts, punctures, even some of its insides that have been removed. But along with that, there is a significant, at least on its neck, a bite. Like 2 fangs have been sunken into it. Not like a vampire or anything like that. Something longer, more animalistic.
Lover sort of steps up to the body. He's looking at the sort of piercings on the neck where those 2 sort of fang marks are, and he runs like a finger across them, and then pulls the body a little bit so that others could see it, but he doesn't really mention anything. And he just sort of goes, beast or person? He leaves it at that.
Is anybody wanting to check on anything else about the body or bodies?
I will check. Tamsin is going to go over there. She's outraged and she wants answers immediately.
Yeah.
What's got her in a tiff? She broke the bloody evidence.
Go and make me an investigation check, Tamsin, or medicine. Either works for you.
When
I think
Zago sees the puncture wounds, could I, from stories heard, as just that ring a bell for any kind of creature, or even I guess creature is a broad term enough. Anything that might have done that Zago's heard a story of from a bard or a tavern or something like that.
Yeah, give me a second here. Make history or nature check.
I'll go for this.
Either works there. Yes, Fimble?
Fimble's also gonna, after collecting himself, walk into the room and investigate the body for the same reason, if he can recognize if it was potentially a monster that he might be familiar with.
Okay, yeah, history or nature.
Finally somebody.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Tamsin is pacing back and forth, mumbling about blasphemy and sacrilege and
Change your dice rolls to public still once you
shit,
I know you had to do your own thing a little bit ago, but that's okay. Zargo, and Fimble, this would be a little bit I'll tell you what, I'll give you advantage on it considering your backstory if you wanted to roll that again. Okay.
That was nearly one.
Having a look at it more deeply, these are you can both ascertain that these are large snake fangs from a pretty significant sized snake that have been punctured into this person's neck. No poison, no venom, rather, just a large puncture and then a little bit of a pull and tear down the neck.
Zargo's just gonna use his hand as a spell casting focus here, with a glove, and he's just gonna cast minor illusion and have like a shadow puppet on the wall of like a large snake like crawl across the wall and say, I believe it was a snake that killed, or at least bit our friend on the neck here. And there's just going to be like a snake slithering around on the wall in the shadow.
Thimble, after
Are
investigating as
these-
well, would agree and just be like, yes, snake.
Are these cupboards over here on the side?
They're like, yeah.
I'm
Sorry, go
gonna
ahead.
start rummaging through all of that and see if there's anything. There is no. I'm just digging through everything.
I'll be honest. As you start to dig through it, and even opening the cupboards a little bit more, bits of bodies just sort of
Oh my god.
spill down onto the floor. It's old. It's smelly. It's really gross. There's nothing.
Place, filth, unclean, must purify everything. I want fire. Set it on fire. Just burn it all. Sacrilege. This is.
Listen, I'm all for a bit of arson, but we're on a job.
Zargo, your puppet, seeing everybody sort of make merry downstairs, relays to you at this point that Revel has grabbed the clipboard and is sort of flipping through what would be the log that was tucked under those barrels earlier. Is anybody out in the hallway at the moment?
I'm leaving. Because.
I think Zargo's just been at the door. He hasn't really stepped in much.
Okay.
Thimble would probably
Medley's
be
just been
around.
poking her head behind Zargo, kind of annoyed that there's other bards playing and not her playing right now.
Zargo, Medley, and Tamsin. Give me a perception check, just quickly.
I will say that Zargo would relay the information and be like, just so you know, Revel is looking through what I think is the logbook at the minute. So at least he's cooperating.
Oh!
Oh! Oh! Damn! What?
Oh!
God
okay.
damn!
Okay!
Ain't shit getting by us.
So the music from downstairs is in everybody singing. It's starting to get a little rowdy down there. They're all sort of coming together and having a nice time. This area is not super populated, but the folks who are either here or stopped off the road are really making the most of it downstairs. But between the music and the singing and all of that, you hear a door or two shut from upstairs in this direction, just down the hallway. Not only that, after you hear those door shuts, you hear shuffling around, a couple of different footsteps.
Zargo's gonna quickly use the snake on the wall to get Fimble's attention quietly, like the shadow on the wall, and then get Fimble to come over to the door and point down the hallway, and then whisper, "What?" And we heard something down the hall. I don't know whether it's people, fucking or something, but they could be getting stabbed.
Fimble will draw his axe and walk forward towards the door and be, which one?
Where's the edgy one gone? Where did he go?
What, did he shut the door?
Where did the
Was
edgy
it-
one
is it him?
go?
Is it him?
He's
Is
in
he
the
the
room.
one?
He's just behind the door.
Oh, fuck.
So, as you start
Ew.
toward,
Good lord.
as you start toward the door, you hear one of the doors at the end of the hallway. Give me a second. You hear one of the doors at the end of the hallway unlock, and it swings open towards the inside, so you can sort of see out of the corner of your eye like a chest in the room, and a man in dark robes sort of peeks his head around the corner and looks out to all of you and he just seeing all of you there, and then looking down at the body, you hear him go shit, and he goes back into the room and slams the door.
Thimble is
it.
immediately starts running after him, and he's just going to try and charge through the door.
Whoa,
Tamsin
perhaps
is
he's just
right behind him.
antisocial. I know that feeling.
Tamsin is right behind him.
He's
because-
going. He's running right through that fucking door.
That
He's going
Alright.
clean through
Alright.
that fucking door.
Okay. All right. So you, as you run in, or run at the door rather, you manage to again just shoulder check, break that lock. Okay, there we go. I'll put you right here, Medley, for a second. Shoulder checking that lock. It swings open, and you see there are 2 men in the room. One in simple black robes who's just grabbed a dagger, and another one behind him who is in much nicer robes with like silver trimmings. He's got a staff, and at the top of the staff, it's a wooden staff, but the top of it is a little bit thicker. It's like a spotted staff as well. Some of these spots are a little bit lighter. It's like splotchy all over it. And at this point, I am going to have us roll initiative. Okay. Let me,
As he walks through the door,
Them
he's gonna be looking
all.
at them and just be, "Is it time to party, boys?"
there we go. Give me a second. Let me
Ooh.
do this.
Fancy.
Okay.
I like this.
Already rolled.
I clicked the thing, and then I just showed up at the top. I don't know if that.
It's okay. So
It's because it's paused. Yeah.
yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Let me unpause you guys there. So you can click at the top now to roll initiative.
Hell
That
yeah.
works. There we go.
Oh,
Ah,
Very nice.
Wait, where are we clicking? Sorry.
Under-
Oh, my shit.
Oh.
there we go.
There we go. You should pop up at the top now. Sorry, I don't know why I didn't toggle you. Should have it now though.
Nice.
I can't see-
mine.
I can only see mine. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it's TV.
yeah,
Yeah.
same.
That's fine. You go to the at the top right at the combat encounters should be a little sword. Can you guys see
I can
things
still only
there?
see me.
Really?
Only
See
me,
me
yeah.
there, yeah.
Yeah, I can only see
Yeah.
me.
All right. Well,
There's a
that's.
fight commentator. What is that?
Oh wait. Here. This is probably why. There we
Oh,
go.
there you
Oh,
go.
I see
Oh.
Noctifer.
I see.
there we go.
I can see
Nice.
Noctifoot. I just say
Ah.
Noctifoot.
Yeah,
Oh,
there we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. Fimble, you've burst through the door. You've rolled pretty fucking high. What do you want to do?
Like I said, he's just like, is it time to party, boys? And we'll fucking rage. We'll use. I mean,
Whoa. Noctifer rolled a 20.
Hold on. Oh, you're right. Hold on.
Oh,
I see. Okay, this.
Oh,
I see. It
shifted
fucked up.
the
Hold on.
order.
It did.
Yeah, I'm not first.
Yeah. There we go. Let me
Don't
go
let
back
the
here.
dwarf go
You're
first.
right, you're
It's
right.
like,
Okay.
yeah.
So you're right. Fimble's just busted through the door. Noctifer, you're hearing the commotion. What are you doing? Sorry about that.
He's gonna step out, so that he's in here. Oh my! You can't even see them. Look. Okay, so you're gonna step out.
Zargo's aggressively pointing into the room.
Ooh, I don't know. I can. I could probably get like.
Anything yellow is you'd have to dash, I think.
Yeah, that's the issue. So I can only get here, so I can't actually do much. Fuck it, I'll just dash and I'll go. Like,
Wait, hold on. What kind of halfling are you?
He's a tiefling.
Sorry, son.
Oh.
No. What kind of halfling is son? Because can't like some halflings you can be in the same space or something, or move through the same space?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a stout halfling.
Like, I don't know what the. I think it's Lightfoot is the one. Yeah,
Yeah.
never mind.
One that you can share space.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'll just dash and I'll get here.
Okay.
I'm supposed to just be here. I'm not moving. I'm sorry. Touching buttons, trying to figure something out.
Give me a second.
going to the easy way to open your actions, just you could hit E. You having dashed, you're sort of just here at the
Yeah,
moment.
I don't have anything as bonus action. Yeah, I'll just dash and I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. All right. And once you do that, you can end your turn yourself, or I'll do it for you. It's no big deal. Noctifer, you having ran there. That's the door behind you unlocks.
Yep, I thought so. I fucking thought so.
It unlocks and swings open.
Oh my god.
There's two more robed men in the same sort of tattered black robes.
It's a body.
Behind you. And this one's got not a dagger, but a longer scimitar. And he, now seeing the situation before him, is deciding to just go ahead and take a swing at your back here. What's your AC? It's 11, right? Or not 11, 12. As he goes to take a swipe, you just now, running down the hallway, stopping where you were, you sort of lean to the side because your momentum was carrying you there. And as he swipes, he hits the door frame and he misses. And there's a look of panic in his eyes, and he's shit. And that is his turn. Zargo.
Okay, Zargo kind of realizing the situation is like, oh dear, well this isn't quite the detective work I imagined, and is gonna like pull out his kind of puppet strings and like wrap them around his fingers, begin like whispering something in an unknown language under his breath, and is gonna cast I'm gonna cast Bless. I'm gonna cast Bless on. I'm gonna end concentration on detect magic. And I'm gonna cast Bless on. I can apply active effects, so I don't know whether this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it on Thimble, Tamsin. Can I target multiple people or not?
So if you hold shift and then T, you can target multiple. You just
I don't know whether this. You might have to do it individually on that, because I just did apply active effects and I think it just did it to me.
Okay, who are you doing it on?
I'll do it on Thimble, Tamsin, and then I'll do it on Medley as well.
Okay. Give me a sec here.
And I'll bless all three.
I see. Let me see if this is actually. That did not work the way that I wanted it to.
I think it did it to me.
It did just do it to you. Hold on. Let me undo that. Effects.
Looks cool though.
Yeah. Okay. And let me just do it on these guys. Alright, there we go.
Nice.
Alright.
Okay, and then doing that, and then as my bonus action, I will you know what, Tams is right next to me. I will just say, Tamsin, these guys really did bloody up. That glass you shattered, just why don't you shatter their faces instead? And I will give you a bardic inspiration. So can I actually do one of those? I think I might be able to.
Let's see. Your bless was your action, correct?
And then and I'm just seeing if it had like a thing for me to do, but no. But you have a D6. But is there a way to mark it on you? I don't know. But
let's see. I'm gonna see if I can try and do that, but I'm not sure.
Let me try again.
Yeah, maybe not. That's all right.
Okay.
You'll just have to roll. Well, it was a D6. You said?
I'll just target, so it's got a little thing.
Sure.
Yeah. So, and whenever you use an attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check, you can roll a D6 if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Nice, thanks.
All right.
You're welcome.
Wicked.
All right. That is actually, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go boop, boop,
and I'm just gonna pull down the corridor just a tiny bit and keep my eye on this door just in case.
All right.
Actually, can I call my puppet? Can I call Crowley?
Sure.
I don't know how long it's gonna take him to get here, but I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, come back."
All right. You should be the owner of the puppet. Can you roll initiative for him?
Sure.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Nice.
Okay. I mean, honestly, I sort of want to just attach him to your initiative, so fuck it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're just calling him back to you?
Yep.
All right. He's gonna dash.
I'll have him on the ceiling.
Yeah, he's dashing over towards you on the ceiling.
Yep.
God, it's horrifying. Okay. All right. Is that your
Still
turn?
don't like that.
Yeah. End of my turn. Yeah.
All right, Fimble, you're up.
All right. So as that door opens behind him, he'll glance over his shoulder and he'll kind of smile. And I think I said it 3 times now, and I'm gonna give you guys all a reference for what I expect these guys to be feeling. If you take a look at the general chat, this is sort of what he's kind of standing in front of these 2 seemingly cultists, and he's gonna rage. While I push through the doorway, so that'll be one of my 2 rages.
There you go.
I'm going to step in. I just want to stand in between them both here. I'm not moving out of the thing. I just want to stand in between them both. How big are these guys? Do they look like really big and strong, or do they look relatively light and nimble?
Yeah, they're pretty nimble looking. You know, sort of. They're a little scrawnier.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Can I grab this one and hit this one with him?
Let's see. Tavern Brawler. Hold on. When you hit a creature with an unarmed strike with an improvised weapon on your turn, you can use a bonus action to attempt to grapple the target. So you could hit him for now and try and grapple him, and then next turn there's a potential for that. But right now
I can't use him as a weapon.
Just
you grab him.
Yeah, let's see. You hit a creature with an unarmed strike or an improvised weapon. I mean, I guess you could. All right, yeah, go. Fuck it. Make a. Hold on. See how big this guy is. I'll tell you what. Yeah, roll a strength check. We'll see how it goes.
Just straight check.
Yeah.
Just a straight.
Yeah, strength.
Ability check.
Yeah, ability check. There you go.
Oh fuck.
As you
12.
You grab onto him, sort of, at his waist. He doesn't, move all that much. That is, I would say that is an action, and you've raged. Is there anything else you want to do?
Okay. I don't think there's anything else I can do.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. If that is your turn, we're skipping over the puppet. Tamsin, you're up.
Okay, I am going to cast Divine Favor.
Okay.
And
What'd that do?
It's until the spell ends, your weapon attacks deal an extra 1d4 of radiant damage on hit.
Bless.
Nice.
Oh, do your ability check on the bless, huh?
Yeah, I forgot I had bless.
That's only for attack rolls and saving throws.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have counted.
All right.
Not for it.
Okay.
It's not for checks.
Divine favor. Okay.
Okay, do I need to do a roll? Because then I want to I can't get to anybody though right now, can I?
Where?
The guy in the doorway is blocked by Noctifer, yes?
Yes, but also this door is open. There's a free space here as well.
Okay. Because I can't see in there yet, because I haven't come around the corner. So, I guess here... Okay, easy. I'm going to... hit this fool in front of me, screaming that if they're going... You want to make a mockery of my goddess? Now you pay.
All right. You step on in, and you've got that divine favor going. So let's.
And then just Morningstar.
Sure. Yeah. Well, before you do that, you can do divine favor as your bonus action because it takes a spell slot, and then hit him with your morning star.
So do I just cast spell? There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice. There we go.
Ooh.
Right.
And then
Oh.
hover over him. Hit T. So that way you target him. Nice. And now morning star.
Right. Attack or standard roll? Standard roll. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. Standard roll attack. Yeah.
Okay.
And hopefully this adds the bless. It does.
Yep.
Okay, that absolutely hits. Yeah, roll some damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Does that include your divine favor damage?
Oh,
I don't think so.
That one. No, it didn't.
It did not. Do you want to apply that?
Yes. Where?
It's a one.
I just do one of the little ones at the bottom, right?
Yeah, you
Six?
can. It's a 1d4 on a damage hit.
D4.
Nice.
Okay. 9 plus 3, that's a 12. You running into this room, he's a little bit taller than you are. How do you want to kill this guy?
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Samson's coming in
Okay.
pissed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to just run at him, and I'm going to come down and I guess just hit him like I swinging down, and it's just gonna hit him pretty much like side of the head, neck, and
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
however you want to do it. Yeah.
I was just you feel free to describe it. So as you bring the morning star down, it cracks into his skull, and it caves in, and then down onto his neck. The spikes from the morning star, it all just spurts out, and he crumples underneath that, and he is dead, down onto the floor.
Nice.
Did you want to do anything else?
I think that's all I have at the moment. So I think I'm okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Ziggy, I realized something I forgot.
Uh-huh.
I get advantage on strength checks when I'm raging.
Oh, you are totally right. We are sort of beyond that at this point, but
Yeah, no, just for
for
future
next time.
reference.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right. If that is your turn, Tamsin, Medley,
Yes.
you're up.
I got
Right,
first
um,
kill.
Just have a quick
First blood.
All right. She's gonna do a runner over here.
Runner.
A run. Yep, a runner.
Run up.
You can't really see into the room, can you?
You can.
A little bit, a little
yeah,
bit.
Tamsin's in front of you, but you can sort of see into the room.
She's gonna be able to squeeze around Tamsin, yeah?
Yeah.
I should have moved my ass out of the way. My bad.
It's okay. Tamsin's kind of small. You may have to sacrifice a little bit of movement to get around her, but you totally could.
All right. How much? 10. Yeah. All right. Oh.
You got to go in
Oh.
and then to the left.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
right.
Perfect.
Whatever.
All right. Just go around. Wait. I'm bad at maths. There we go. Right. Yes. Just gonna go there. Ooh. Unarmed strike. Can she use her recorder to whack this dude over the head?
Sure. Yeah, you could use that arm strike.
Perfect.
You do
She
have a
whips
sword.
No, the recorder's the way
Okay.
to go.
All right.
obviously.
All right. Yeah.
Oh my
Go ahead and
god.
target him and.
She whips out her recorder. Goes for the swing of her life. Wait, wait. It's giving me an option. Attack or damage. Just go attack, yeah?
Yeah. Just roll the attack roll.
Cool.
You are blessed.
Nice.
Yeah, that hits. Go and roll some damage.
Order.
Damage.
Okay. Why did that roll like that? All right. 2 damage. Well, that's with the bless. Okay. Yeah.
This doesn't do damage.
Oh no, you're right. Wait, what is the? I see.
Plus probably strength.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you definitely hit him in the face, but he's sort of just rocks back and he's okay.
There's not really much else I can do, right? Yeah.
You got bonus action.
You do have a bonus action. Yeah.
Wait, which one's that one? Sorry.
You have Shield of Faith and Spiritual Weapon.
You do?
Wait, where do I see that?
Wait, oh no, sorry. I'm
was-
looking at a different thing. No, you have Bardic Inspiration. Sorry, ignore me. Oops.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, and that. Hang on, sorry. Right, and Bardic Inspiration, that is like party members, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, after Bentley cracks his dude over the head, well, tries to with her recorder, she immediately starts playing it. And goes ahead and casts Bardic Inspiration real quick. And do I... is that targeting like one person?
Bardic Inspiration, yeah, you're targeting another creature other than yourself.
Alright. She starts playing her recorder in poor Fimble's eardrums. Very shittily.
Alright, Fimble, you can now add a d6 to, what is it? Damage roll? No, ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws.
Yep.
Alright, is that your turn, Medley?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so as you hit this guy in the face with a little recorder, he sort of, he's looking relatively panicked, and he looks at his staff and he goes, "Fuck it," and he's like whispers a little bit. He's like, "Ah, shucks," and then he throws the staff just past all of you out the door, and as he does
Can I try and catch it as he's throwing it? Reaction?
That would give me a second. I'll tell you what. Okay, here's what you can do. So he's like sort of holding the staff at his side, and he swings his arm up and goes to throw it, beyond you guys. And as soon as it starts to leave his hand, the staff, it being as stiff as it was, loosens and it becomes a giant constrictor snake. Did you want to try and make a swipe at it as it passes you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
absolutely. Wait. Can I try and grab this one? Can I grapple it, or do you want me to just swing?
You would just be able to swing.
Swing, so just great axe?
Yeah, just a regular swing.
No.
I don't know.
You would have to target it if you can. You might not be able to.
I don't know
That's
if I
okay.
can because he's too.
That's all right. Just roll an attack roll with your great axe.
Okay.
It's okay. We have a Slytherin in the party. The shadow wizard.
23.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, roll a bit of damage. Excuse me.
Nice.
16. Yeah. Okay. As you do that, as he throws the staff out, you cut into it. You split the fucking snake in two. As you do that, the staff forms back together. It straightens out, and then it shatters onto the floor, just turning into dust and like wood particles.
Fibble will turn back to the fucking cultist who threw it, and then you get Randy Savage again. You're going nowhere.
Okay, give me a second. All right. He then is going to, pull something out from his coat, just very quickly, whisper into it. He's going to cast Shield of Faith on himself. Give me a sec, and this is giving a +2 to his AC, and he is going to book it towards the door. You've used your reaction. Medley, you could make a swipe on him for an opportunity attack if you wanted.
Oh, absolutely. With the recorder?
With whatever you have equipped. If that is the recorder, then yeah.
As she's playing the recorder, as he goes to go past, she just like whips it out. It's like, and she goes to try and whack him. Hang on. How do I go about doing that real quick? Sorry.
Just be an unarmed strike, so you can hit E again if you wanted and roll that.
I have nothing popping up on my hotbar on the left when I press E.
Maybe select your character, make sure your token is selected, then hit E.
Oh, yep. Never mind. Sorry. All right, unarmed strike.
Yeah, unarmed strike, just a normal attack roll.
Ready.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
That hits. Roll some damage for it. That is another 2. So again, you're just sort of smacking him with this, little bit as he's running by. Let me apply that to him. Okay, give me a sec. Here we go. So as you do that, he's just gonna continue running by. How far has it gone? Excuse me. About 10 feet or so. All right, and he swings open the door, and he is running, leaping over. Let me roll something for him. Da-da-dun. Give me a sec. Let's do this for me. Okay. Yeah, he leaps over the railing, down onto the roofing, sliding down, jumping off, and he is taking off into the woods. He's about right there, just off the roof. That is his turn. Noctifer, you're up.
Me? Okay. I'm gonna go for this guy behind me. And I'm just gonna use Mind Sliver.
Okay. That is a saving throw on his part. Give me a second.
Then it'd be a DC 14 intelligence saving throw.
Okay. That is a 15. He just saves.
Motherfucker. So one sec. I think let me pull up the actual spell so I can look at it. Okay, so if the target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw or take 1d6 fine psychic damage, so he doesn't take any damage, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an L.
Do I have anything else I can do?
You don't have a lot in the way of bonus actions,
I
unfortunately.
don't.
Your quicken spell.
I do actually. Where is it?
Could do one of those
I could do a quicken spell. I only have like 2
if
spells.
you want to. I was gonna say.
Oh, all of my spells won't work actually. I've got like sleep, which is a sphere like of 20 feet, so I'm probably gonna catch us in that. I could. Ooh, 1 second. Sorry, let me have a look at it. I don't think I have anything actually. I don't think I can do anything. I'll end my turn there for now.
Poor guy.
Oh, come on. Oh.
Okay. If you are ending your turn, it is the cultist. He would have seen the one guy sort of, running across the room, but still staying resolute. He's going to make another swipe on you. That is a.
Oh, actually, wait, hold up. I'm gonna use. Oh, actually, never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna use shield, and I'm like, wait, that doesn't matter.
Okay.
Well,
It wouldn't do it.
It wouldn't do it because he is.
No, it's
he's
yeah,
12
It's only a +5.
Oh, yep, you're right. That's okay. All right. Yeah, he's gonna make his swipe. Okay. He sort of just brings the scimitar down across your chest, doing 6 points of damage. That is his turn. Zargo.
So I don't know what the fuck's happening in this room down here, right?
I mean, you hear people fighting, but that's about it.
Wait, I guess I will move 1, 2. Okay.
Can I yell something with the thimble for the fighting?
Yeah, you just quickly if you want. It's very brief.
I'm not done with you.
Okay, so I don't see anybody inside. Okay, this isn't great. I will say that the bless, I didn't really flavor it before, but to flavor the bless, because he's not religious or anything, but the bless is like when you're fighting, like every now and then you will just see in the corner of your eye, either on yourself or on the enemy, there'll just be a tiny little puppet string, like pulling your arm and assisting you like with your guided strike, or like it will just pull your attack up a little bit or pull their shield down or something like that just every now and then. But Zoggle not really knowing where the enemies in this room have gone other than the dead one on the ground, and
JWB, it's just started
We'll
today. If
turn
you watch the
to,
VOD back, you'll be able to catch up
I
on
guess
everything.
this guy, yeah,
It's just started the day.
not to have like a sword or anything.
He has a dagger on his hip.
Yeah.
The dagger on his hip.
Yes.
Let me equip that out of your fucking inventory because I don't think you had that. Here you go.
No, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I think Zoggo's kind of stumped here a little bit. Doesn't really know what to do much. I will kind of step back this way, and then I will take out a like blank puppet, like out of my cloak, and I will like wave my hand over it, and it's gonna turn into like a copy of this individual in front of Noctifer, like an illusory copy, and I will whisper into its ear, and this guy, like in like abyssal, will begin to hear these like horrifying whispers in his own ear, and I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Okay.
Let me cast that.
Very nice.
Okay, it's basically a DC 14 Wisdom save.
Let me see how she goes.
Bastard. Oh, no!
Oh, just
Failed.
underneath it.
+0.
Just failed. Okay.
All right. So that's going to be...
That is...
Hey,
Nice.
not
That's
too
a
bad.
lot of dice.
That is a lot of damage. Okay.
10 points of
That's a lot
psychic
of
damage.
Psychic damage. Okay, so what's as you're casting this, what does it look like? This, what exactly? You said abyssal, right? He's hearing that.
Yeah, so like Zoggo's just like whispering into this like almost like carbon copy, like wooden puppet. Not carbon copy, but it's like an awkward like wooden puppet copy of this, I guess, cultist looking dude, and he just sees Zoggo whispering into this puppet's ear, and he begins to hear like these abyssal whispers like reverberating through his mind, like incomprehensible, and he just gets terrified as he takes damage. Yeah.
Okay. So as you are whispering into, the puppet copy of this individual, his eyes sort of, Noctifer, you would see this pretty clearly. He sort of his head like leans back and his eyes, sort of roll back into his head, and he's just subtly just, yes, I hear it, and then he just full falls backwards. He's slamming his head on the bedpost. He dies then and there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Scared him into death. That's fucked. That's great.
Scared to
That's
death.
sick.
All right. Do you want to do anything else?
how much did I move? 5, 10, 15, 20. I will move
Why is
25
Sargo
and
giving me
30.
David Bowie vibes?
I was gonna say fucking Chris Angel.
Hey!
I was
I'll
gonna say
take both
Chris
then.
Angel.
Yeah, he'll just come over this way and kind of just chill by the window. Yeah. That'll be. I've already kind of used. I don't think I need to inspire anybody else right now, so I'll just chill.
Okay.
Yeah, I know myself.
All right. Fimble, you're up.
Okay, I got a couple questions. Real
Sure.
quick. How far is this drop from like this balcony down here to him? To where he's at now?
Let's go like 10, maybe like 10, 15 feet around there.
15 feet.
It's a good little drop. You are on
Okay.
the second story.
All right, I'm gonna. Fimble will. How far is this? This is only 15 feet.
Mm-hmm.
My movement speed is reduced because I'm a dwarf, right?
You have a total of 25 feet of movement.
25. Okay. If I were to jump off of the roof, would I be able to make it to 30 feet on top of him?
I'll tell you what. Give me an acrobatics.
I'm debating if I want to do the jump or not. I'm just one like, I'm.
Okay.
Do
Well,
it.
it's you.
I'm
Yeah.
okay,
What do
you know what?
What do you
No,
want to do?
I'm not gonna jump it. I'm gonna run up to the balcony here, and I'm gonna shout, "I said I wasn't done!" And I'm gonna fucking throw a javelin at his back.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Do it. Make sure he's targeted, and then roll for that javelin.
How do I? I don't know how to target.
So hover over him, and then hit T. Yeah. There you go. And then yeah, just roll an attack roll. Whoa.
27.
Yeah, that absolutely
Nice.
hits. Roll damage.
13.
Okay, as you
Kill his ass.
hurl that javelin, it lands in the upper part of his leg and sort of sticks into the ground just beyond him, and he is impaled, and he's gonna just turn around, look back at you. Give me a second, let me apply that damage. I mean, this tore through his leg pretty well, and he looks back at you, and he's got like this like burning hatred in his eyes, and he snaps his fingers, and in just like a plume of black smoke,
Oh.
he vanishes around that javelin, and that plume of smoke sort of trails off into the woods just beyond the inn.
So he just like dash his form and fuck off? Is that what it?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Just a grumble from Thimble. Okay, that was 15 feet. Can I go? I guess there's not really much else I can do. I can't really get out. Can I get outside?
Let's see.
25. It'd be 25 if I go back out into the hallway.
I was gonna say you'll have to get where Tamsin is and then go out that way. So it would be, yeah. You could get near the doorway-ish, but again, Tamsin's sort of in that space. You're not.
Okay,
It's a tight
I'll
little
just go,
area.
like
so-
right here.
Sure.
I think should be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Speaking of Tamsin, you're up. Let's back up a little bit.
Where are they? Where'd he go?
So, Noctifer's just been attacked. There's a dead dude that is fallen backwards in there. Your room is now empty. Yeah. Are you asking out to everybody? You know.
Yes.
Okay.
Zaga's gonna peek around the corner.
She just wants to know who to kill next.
Zaga's like heavy breathing against the wall.
Dust.
Zaga will like just reach out and just point over past Noctifer. I think there's one still alive in there.
Noctifer's gonna reeling from the slash that he just took. He's like, and right there.
Maybe don't kill this one. Just not here.
Interrogation.
All right, so I'm able to push past him, am I not?
Yeah, you can get past him. He's in the way a little bit, but you'd like sacrifice like 5 feet of movement, but you're fine.
I can't. Oh, okay. So would I be able to get to him?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Easily.
Okay, good. All right. So I'm going to go barreling past him, and hit this guy with the Morning Star.
All right. Let's go and roll up. That that absolutely hits.
Nice.
Right.
W.
Go and roll that damage.
Oh.
Okay, so as
And then do I still get the bonus?
you have
The
divine favor,
D4?
correct? Let's see. This lasts for a minute. Yeah. Add a d4.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Nice.
So as you swing that morning star sort of just up at him, you manage to connect it into his side, and you feel his ribs break under your swing, and he sort of rocks off to the side as you hit him. He is looking a little worse for wear. He too seeing somebody whisper into a fucking puppet marionette, seeing his friend fall backwards, it just dead then and there, by nobody even touching him. He is obviously panicked, and now having his ribs broken, there is a fear in his eyes. Is there anything else you want to do? I think you only have movement left, regardless.
Yeah, I'm not really in the way, am I?
Somebody could climb up
Kind
onto the
of.
cupboard there, but yeah, you're
Kind of
fine.
ish. Okay.
It's a
yeah,
very tight space.
It is a very tight space. I was gonna say I could move back to get here, but that would give him a chance to hit me. So I'll just stay put. She's too angry to care about anybody else right now. She just wants him dead.
All right. Oh, let me do this quickly. I really did forget to fucking roll this guy's initiative earlier, but that's okay. All right, Tamsin, or rather, Medley, you're up.
All right. She's gonna see that Noctifer's currently been injured. Oh, she's gonna. Oh, shit! Turn around. Not turn around. There we go. She's gonna hand him her recorder and, to get him to go and play it, because she's gonna try and heal his wounds with cure wounds.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll performance for them, I guess.
you definitely could. Cure wounds, you would just target him and cast, and then it would be funny to hear how you perform Noctifer.
Hey, I'll be honest, I'm not terrible.
Okay.
I ain't terrible.
Hey, not too bad.
Yeah. Noctifer starts playing, and it's
A
actually
new member for the band.
it's relatively, it's pretty. It sort of matches the music that's coming from downstairs. With everybody singing. I think in the chat box you should be able to roll to heal as you're targeting him, correct?
Yeah, yep.
Okay, nice.
Oh, thank God.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. He's as he starts playing, and she's sort of, you got a hand on your shoulders. You start to feel better as the flute goes on. Anything else, Medley?
Realizing how decent he is at playing, she snatches it out of his hand. Grumpily sits down and just waits.
That being said, Noctifer, you are up.
Oh yeah. So we're not looking to kill this guy, right? Roll.
Surely.
I mean, I don't really have any spells that wouldn't kill him, so you know. Fuck. What could I do that's not gonna kill him? Okay, I'm not gonna attack. I'm gonna step into the room. And I'm just gonna go. If you just put your weapons down, we'll, you know, we could speak about this. He's being a bit deceptive about it. Is the way easiest way I can put it. He's not trying to actually, you know, convince him that if that is actually what's gonna happen. He's just trying to get him to lower his guard a little bit.
Okay, yeah, roll deception. Oh, he's had his ribs broken. He is afraid for his life. He's afraid. He's angry. He's just fuck off. You want to try anything else?
I think I just mind sliver him at this point, really.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Kind of done.
All right, make sure you target him. Just hover above him, hit T, and then roll Mind Sliver.
Let's see, and then roll Mind Sliver.
All right.
DC 14.
Let's see how he does.
It's a 10.
That is not gonna do it. You should be able to roll damage off it now. Yes.
Yeah, I can roll damage.
Ooh.
That's tough, huh? Okay. I mean, hold on here. What's that look like for you? How does a Mind Sliver work?
It sort of like peels off of his fingers and like this shadowy sort of like mist that sort of just like fires forward like an arrow, and sort of goes to wrap around his like head, and sort of like a crown of thorns-ish like aspect.
Okay, and as it starts to wrap around his skull, he's again in a similar fashion to his comrade. His head sort of starts to tilt backwards. You can see him just even in more pain now. His hand is still on his side from where he's cracked with the Morning Star's dagger in the other, and he's just reeling back in pain. He is not good.
Also, because he failed that, if he does a saving throw, I need to roll 1d4, and he just takes that off of his next saving throw.
Okay. All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Zargo, you're up.
It. Okay. I'm gonna take a note out of. I'm hearing an echo. Is that me?
Oh, I may have been too close to my mic. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, sorry. I might take a note here out of old Noctifer's book. Oh shit! No, I can't because I didn't see the fucking guy with the silver robes. I just heard about him. Fuck. Never mind. My plan's out the window. Okay. If that's the case, I mean, I'm outside the room. I can't get in. You really should surrender, you know. Otherwise, death is quite bad and quite unpleasant. Not that I would know or anything. Maybe we could talk. I don't know. Perhaps. Maybe.
Do you want to persuade him? See if you can talk him down.
Oh, sure. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Roll persuasion. Yeah. I'll be honest, this is not an easy feat at this point, but we'll see how it goes. Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, 22. He sort of, he's still got his, his hand on his ribs, and his arm lowers a little bit. And he drops his dagger onto the floor, and he sort of falls down onto his knees. And that is him. He's sort of just surrendering, giving up, right there on the floor.
Tamsin is immediately gonna rush him and pin him to the wall and start screaming at him, demanding who he, why is he mocking her goddess?
He's, as you pin him to the wall, he's sort of just got his head up against the door rather. He's just fickle gods.
And who is that?
Who's who?
Fickle
Fickle gods. The gods.
Fickle god. Are you called my gods? Fickle?
Tamsin, come on. Opinions are allowed, aren't they?
After, you start sort of rambling there for a moment, there's like a smirk that creeps across his face. He's yes.
Tamsin's gonna push against his ribs slowly. Did you kill these people?
He's again just smirking. What were you saying, Thimble?
I was just like, can I try an intimidation on him real quick?
What are you saying to him?
Somebody's going to have to literally pick her up and pull her off if you want me to back off.
I don't expect her to back off, but just a matter of what's so funny. Just like growling at him, like as he, I guess, will probably, since we're out of combat, will come down from the rage. Or not raging anymore. Yeah, just kind of like growling and like staring him down.
He's just, sitting there, and he looks up at you and he goes, so, what did you ask him again, just quickly?
What's so funny?
All of this. You don't really need to roll intimidation. The fear is sort of dissipating at this point, because he was afraid for his life, but after... Sorry?
How do you rotate?
So in place, you could just hold shift and then mouse wheel.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah. The fear sort of dissipates after hearing Tamsin speak about her goddess, and he's just, all of this is pointless. All of you are nothing compared to it.
What is it?
And he looks up at you as you ask that, and then he sort of looks beyond you to Noctifer and to Zargo. They know. And at that point, where you cracked him in the ribs, that wound, he's going to take his arm and force it inside him. And he squeezes whatever he can grab onto, and he just he dies.
I want. Can I do something before he dies?
Would you want to try?
I wanted to grab his throat and crush his windpipe so he didn't get the pleasure of doing it himself.
It could sort of all happen at the same time. He's just, instead of breathing a last breath, he just
Fimble will wipe his hands, just like a quick kind of like clap them together to clean them off. What?
Alright.
Zaga's gonna go up and we'll start rummaging through any holy symbols, notes, instructions, anything indicating who this person might have been and what they might have been doing.
Sure. Yeah, make I'll tell you what, just going through on him. There's no holy symbols. As far as you could tell, there is no religion or religious association with this, at least none that are obvious or overt even. As far as instructions goes, there's a small piece of paper that has it's just written down in common. It says, "Meet me there," and then underneath it is signed Shadow Flame.
While they're digging around through those bodies, and then there's notes, Fimble's gonna. Can I slide down this roof like he did and take a look at the area where we last saw that guy?
Sure. I need to move you a little bit differently here, but yes. Since you're downstairs now. There you go. Just where that is, I mean, the javelin is still there. It is bloodied, sticking into the ground. What are you looking for in particular? Is there
Any
anything
form of
specific?
a trail in the woods that there's in the direction that the mist went. Just sort of any sort of hint or clue of directioning.
Aside from the blood that was in that spot in particular, no.
He'll begrudgingly pick up his javelin and like kiss his teeth.
All right.
Ems is gonna lean against the footboard of the bed, pull out a rag, and start to clean her morning star. And
Fimble will
she's
just
going
make
to
his way back
narrow
inside
her
the hall.
eyes at Zargo.
Fimble, you said you were coming back up toward them. Sorry.
Yeah, just go heading back inside.
Okay.
To-
Let me.
Yeah, get
Like
back
up the
with
stairs.
regroup.
Okay.
Can I? How high is the jump back up onto the roof? Can I try and just jump?
It's
back
about
up
that
there?
10 to 15. If you wanted to try that, it's
Is it like an athletics?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
Jump
Make,
up.
yeah, make an athletics.
Oh.
You jump up and you sort of swipe up. And you do a little like with your hands. You're like, shit.
Fuck.
So while
I'll just
you're
walk up the stairs
Yeah, well-
normally.
while you're walking up, what were you saying, Tamsin? Sorry.
That I'm narrowing my eyes at Zargo. So what exactly did he mean that you would understand? What exactly is it that's greater than my fickle goddess?
So big.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't really know. They're clearly not religious. I mean, on one hand, we figured out who did the murders, and most of them are dead, so we could probably go back and get the money. But looks at Medley, wouldn't be, kind of got half a show. We kind of need to, feel like we could get a bit more out of it.
Medley's just looking at her recorder defeated after how well Noctifer played it. She's absolutely ruined. She's going through a crisis right now.
Listen, don't turn Noctifer into another Larry, all right? We don't need another Larry.
You got a good point. It's okay, Doctor. You don't go by the name Larry by any chance, do you?
No.
Okay.
Good. Where did
start rummaging through the cupboards over here?
Yeah, good. Yeah, make an investigation check.
Okay, alright. Come on, bro, please.
I mean, it just seems like somebody's been staying in this room. There's like, little stuff here and there, maybe just like, writing parchments, basic stuff. Nothing that stands out in particular, really.
Medley's gonna like lean over to Noctifer and just like whisper in his ear, "I hate Larry."
I gathered.
Okay.
Okay, so, and did Zargo loot the body or just search for specific items?
Yeah. So Zago looted the body, and at this point he will take out the note, and we'll kind of show it to the group. So this shadow flame fellow, any of these lot look particularly interesting or stand outish?
Was Noctifer being a shadow sorcerer? Would you have any sort of like previous potential knowledge of this shadow flame person?
I'll just flat out say this isn't anybody that is coming to mind. Oh, you know what? Make me a history check, all of you.
History. Yes. Ooh, lovely.
Oh, sorry.
Looks.
Oh, there we go.
Oh!
Oh!
Well,
who got the 20? Medley.
Medley!
Nice.
Hey.
Medley. Medley, you're from Immeron, right? Just making sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Medley, there are, lots of farming towns, farming villages even from Imran, you yourself being from one. There was only ever, word that had traveled through there about, it was a long time ago. It's a very old name. But the Shadow Flames were a very, an old name that had been whispered about through your town as like people that weren't so savory. It was like not only a family but more a group of people that had gotten up to some pretty horrible shit. But it was a long time ago. You haven't heard that name maybe since you were a kid. Medley would be the only person to even remember something like that.
Wait, did we just bring up that name, or is it just?
Yes, Doggo brought that name up as it was on the note found on this dead cultist.
Medley's gonna kind of like perk her head up. A note? Oh, it?
Yes, it said, meet me there, and it was signed by Shadow Flame. Whoever that is. Quite a nice name, really. Wish I had that one. It's quite a... Might steal that for one of my shows.
A great name. One of the best names. Sorry.
That's a great name. The best name.
She kind of looks at it stunned. That's something I haven't heard for a while. Surely they're not around. Still.
You know of this person?
Oh, whispers here and there, but this is a long time ago.
Right. good fellow. But maybe
Uh,
perhaps you'd be able to, get us in. Finish
I
this
didn't know him
jolly
personally.
quest.
It was more, the people in town would bring up, apparently they did some horrendous things.
Oh yeah.
I never knew anyone of them personally, so I don't know if they have a
Right.
secret code or anything like that, or a handshake. I have no idea. This is a while ago, though.
Interesting. Right. Well, what's next in the murder investigation?
So as you all are, conversing in the room, the singing and the music sort of starts to quiet down a little bit downstairs. It's a bit more of there's still music being played, but not as many people are singing along. It's a little less rowdy. Again, people are, getting into their cups at this point. Just really, drinking in, getting more towards the evening here. What do you guys want to do?
Tamsin is still compulsively cleaning her morning star. So before he died, it was Zargo, and who else would have understood?
Noctifer.
Noctifer. All right, so now she's going to turn her attention to Noctifer. So do you have any idea what he's referring to?
Yes, Noctifer. Why was he looking at you and saying those things?
Why is he looking at you?
Hey,
I was just gonna shrug, but
you're not off the
No
hook,
clue.
buddy.
I don't know.
He's lying. He's lying about something. I didn't like this fellow when he got here. I think he's involved.
What
Perhaps I don't like you either.
I agree. I agree with Saga. As she
Enough.
grips
Enough.
her
Enough.
recorder closely to her.
We need answers. And if there is something bigger at stake, threatening my goddess Lucenti, then we need to figure out what it is so I can stop it. So I need you to stop being cowards and just spit it out.
First of all, I don't think a bunch of little guys with tiny swords are going to be threatening a goddess anytime soon. And second of all, he looks like someone with answers, doesn't he? Look at him, shadow man with horns and things.
You want to talk? You've got horns too.
Touche.
I wouldn't piss off the small woman any more than you already have.
She did cave a guy's head in, immediately.
That's literally the first blood of everything.
If we want to figure out who did this, so we can all go on our merry ways, we need answers. Okay?
You hear from, sort of at the staircase, a shouting from one of the guards. Just, "Oi, you folks up there, the detectives! Rebels found his log or whatever you're looking for. Fuck!" He walks back down.
Took him long enough for it.
What are we doing?
Like, we're just gonna step out and just sort of wait for everyone before continuing towards where, back to the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, so as you all are making your way back to the stairs, you see, just over the railing, people are calming down. It's, it's a little bit
Oh, wait.
quieter now, yes?
Yeah. Sorry. I did want to go and check the body of this other guy over here as well.
The one you crumpled, sure.
Yes, the one I destroyed.
Yeah, just go and make an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, fuck's sake, bro.
Can I assist?
Sure. Yeah, you can. You want to?
I will. I will just come over and I will kind of put a hand on Tamsin's shoulders and just not help at all, but just be like, you didn't search over there and you missed a spot. Yeah, you didn't search that pocket, and just not actually physically help in any way, shape, or form, but just remind every spot she missed to search.
Okay. Yeah, you should roll it with advantage. You just roll it again, Tamsin.
Bro, why?
Yeah,
Why?
I mean, just going over the body. He's not really being of any actual help. He's like sort of a nuisance almost. As you're checking over the body, it's like nothing.
Just keep shrugging him. Just.
I mean, there's one of the daggers on the ground, but it's just like sort of a shit dagger. Commonly made. That's about it, though.
There's not anything about like a specific race or any markings as to where they might be from.
It's a mixture of like humans and half elves, but not anything standing out in particular. No.
Okay.
I will say, let's see, who would have seen this? Fimble, you would have seen this. The one in the nicer robes, with like the silver trim or whatever, just under his hood, he had black markings on his forehead. Not sure if they were painted on or tattooed on or anything like that, but they were there. It would have been just like a brief glimpse you would have gotten of that as he was, maybe he turned at you after you threw the javelin at him.
Okay. He had to step away for just a second, but he can still hear us. So.
Okay. All right.
So he'll act on that in a minute. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna give up and be all disgusted and angry and just start walking to find out who. I want names.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anything in this chest?
Just opening it up. There's like personal belongings. There's some like clothes. A couple of just like leather boots. Nothing.
I'll take the boots.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Just keep the boots on. Yeah. All right. You guys are heading downstairs at this point. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Medley's just kind of following behind Noctifer, just kind of glaring at him as well.
Motherfucker.
There we go. Let me move you guys downstairs.
Man's about to get shanked for playing the recorder well. No.
Let me move you guys downstairs. Give me a sec. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Okay. Quit moving. There we go. Let me do this because it's gonna scuff out. Oh, it's not gonna let me do that. Give me a sec. There we go. Zargo, get you down there. All right.
What?
Fimble, where the fuck did you go? Move it downstairs with the rest of them. There you go. Okay. You're all downstairs now. There's still everybody, is still there. Some folks have cleared out, but it's, people are still down here eating, drinking. What are we doing?
Gonna go up to immediately. Logbook now.
Oh, all right. He lifts it from just under the bar. It seems like he's gone over it already. He sets it down. Is there anything I should be looking for in particular?
The room's
Was there a
upstairs
room
at the end of the hall.
The room numbers would have been the rooms that they were staying in would have been 1, 3, and 6.
Okay.
I'll relay that to Revan.
Revel, he's going through. He's I mean, yeah, there's he's flipping through it. Room 3, that's been rented out for a while now. It's about a month or so. 1 and 6 though, nobody's been in there for a little while. Let's see. He starts flipping through it and goes, yeah, I mean, room 12, 10, 7, 8. All people were staying there, but they've since come down and checked out since the murder. So.
Well, how do I say this nicely? If there is anything that you're withholding, I would suggest you tell me now.
He sort of, as he's cleaning the glass with a cloth, he stops and stares at you and he goes, listen, this place, and he's, he opens his hands, he gestures around. This place is my whole life. I've spent a long time building this up. I would prefer if people didn't die here. There's a lot of good attached to this place. I'm not trying to fuck you guys around or anything. I just want to get this sorted.
Well, I just had to cave in a man's skull upstairs, which you say the rooms were empty. So, where did they come from?
He sort of furrows his brow and he leans in and goes, I don't fucking know. Isn't that you lot's job? Listen, I'm just here to take care of my customers. I thought all of the rooms were empty as well. Have you gone and checked this? I didn't want to touch anything, and those guards, and he gestures over to the guards sort of sitting at a table across the room. Those guards haven't touched anything because, they weren't ordered to. I don't know what's happening. I'm not going to pretend to, whatever it is. I just need this figured out. You said you had a cave of man's skull in up there?
Minor details. Did any of these people have black markings on their face that you rented out to?
He sort of pauses for a second. I mean, yeah, people come through all the time with all sorts of tattoos, paintings, whatever on them. I don't know. It doesn't really stand out one way or another to me. And he points at Zargo and he goes, fuck, this guy's got some.
Zargo kind of nods his head.
Can I sort of describe a little bit more detail of the sort of markings that Thimble would have seen to him to try and
sure.
He
as you are describing the markings, he stops for a moment, sort of searches his memory and goes, yeah, I mean, there was a guy that came in with black forehead tattoos. I don't remember exactly what it was exactly. It sounds similar to that, but
name.
He goes through the log and he goes, I don't have his name, but he looks a little bit closer and he points out on the log and shows it all to you. Room 3. It's been rented out by some folks called the Order. That's it. They paid in coin, and a different person comes in and pays every day for them. Yeah.
order. Okay, is that something that would be familiar to me?
Yeah, I'd also like to see if I have heard about this order.
Yep.
Yeah, make a history check, all of you.
History.
Knocked my 9 into an 18.
Hey.
Okay. Yes, Zargo, Noctifer.
Apparently they do know.
They That's so funny.
Is narrow again?
Honestly, you would have, heard whispers about just along your travels as you've been moving around. There's been several cults that you've heard about and named here and there, but this one's kind of vague. The order, you're not sure what it is or what it's about, but I mean it's something that you've heard before, just a vague amount. Typically it's just whispers here and there, no real direct actions or things that they've been up to, just sort of that they exist. But they are a cult.
Okay. And remind me again, when exactly did this murder happen?
He looks at you. He says, about a day ago. Like I said, we contacted you guys as soon as we could. I wrote out a letter and I had a writer head straight to Lyrenport. It's not a long ride, so.
And you said this
Yeah,
order.
Sorry, go ahead.
You said this order. You said someone comes in every day to pay. Have they come in since the murder to pay you for the room?
He shakes his head. No, nobody's been in. At least not for that room.
Bastard.
So
Right.
that's the one with the dead person that was bitten by the snake?
Correct.
Is that the... Okay.
Oh, was that staff, by the way? Like, still just laying on the ground?
No, it
No,
shattered.
you
Shattered, right?
yeah,
Never mind.
you-
Shattered it.
Yeah, you killed the snake and it shattered after.
So do
Well-
you call 4 men, black cloaks, maybe have a thing for snakes by chance?
One of them turning to gash.
He sort of rears his head back a little bit and a little confused. And no, that doesn't sound like anything that I've seen come through here. I mean, we get a few weirdos every now and again, but that's. He said they were all in like black clothes or robes or something like that.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't.
Cheery fellows.
I mean, the guy, and he points to you, Fimble, the guy you were talking about earlier with the tattoos or whatever, I've seen him come in, but it's mostly in, I mean, don't get me wrong, he wears tattered shit, but no special robes or anything like that.
Spent any time with any, patrons? Any regulars?
Oh,
And it nods to the room.
plenty regulars, and he sort of points around. He says, over that table, over there, that's Charles. He comes in, he'll help clean every now and again because he likes to drink, and he points down at the end of the bar here. That's Lexi. He really likes to drink, and as you look down at the end of the bar, there's a smaller like gnome. He's got a mug full of wine, and he's fucking like passed out, forehead on the table, just holding on to the mug.
Lexi looks like he's more wine than gnome at this point, so I don't think he's going to be much help. I'm more asking, did this individual spend any time with the regulars, or did he just go straight up to his room?
Oh no. These guys, or that guy in particular, I never saw him really talk with anybody. Like, he's been here, and he stops and he has this realization. He goes, "Oh fuck, that tattoo-headed guy. He's been here about a month."
Right.
And nobody knows his name.
He comes in. Sometimes he'll pay. Sometimes, another guy will come in and pay. But they typically just head upstairs and go to bed for the night. They're not here throughout the day. They just come here to sleep. Seems like.
What are our cardinal directions from like this? Like, it's up north.
Yeah, we'll just say up north.
Okay.
Just make it
Revel, has anybody complained about the smell upstairs by any chance?
What, like, any motions towards the kitchen? He goes, "What, Gull's cooking?" No, Gull.
No,
everybody loves Gull's cooking.
bodies. The number of bodies and
There's a room
corpses.
full of just gore and viscera.
His eyes widen. He's like, "What? Whoa, holy shit! I'm sorry. Okay, let me wind it back a little bit here.
Yes, they
You-
have been busy.
You guys are saying not only was there the one body, but there were some guys who were in robes that attacked you up there, and there's a whole like room of bodies."
Hearts. And guts.
another body.
And blood. And another body. In the bed.
And maybe a few more bodies because we had to deal with the ones that attacked us.
He sort of his back straightens out a little bit, and he like
You're gonna need a cleaner.
he leans on the barrels just behind him. He goes, "Holy fuck!"
So do you see why we're a little having difficulty under believing you?
He pauses a moment. And he's like, "All right," and he just off his hip, he grabs like a ring of keys. He goes, "Listen, a lot of the customers that stay here, I'm keen on their privacy, but if somebody's cutting a bunch of folks up," and he sets the keys down on the bar, just if you need to go looking around, that's fine. Gull, and he gestures over to the kitchen again. Gull's a big fella. If you go into the kitchen, he doesn't like people in his kitchen, but just tell him his food's good, and he'll warm up to you pretty quick. But you guys have free reign.
Thank you.
Oh, Zago's gonna once he realizes nobody's looking, is gonna, Crowley's gonna come out onto the bar, and will just open his jaw, and come over and will open his jaw and like project a like image out of his mouth, like an illusory image.
R2D2.
Kind of, yeah. We'll just project an image of the dead man that we found in the bed. This is.
Still don't.
I'm sorry for the gruesomeness here, and it's like a shadowy kind of illusion that just like blocks the light and gives a pretty good picture for Revel here. This man, one of your customers, I assume, has he been staying here?
He looks at it and sort of squints and leans in. He's nobody I recognize. At least I don't know. Sort of hard to tell, but I don't know. A lot of. I mean, he gestures out to the front doors and goes, a lot of people from the main road, you know, they'll come in and stop in. So maybe he had been staying here. He's definitely not a regular.
Kind of Carly closes his mouth. I think it was worth a shot. Snatches the keys up. Well, I'm gonna go and invade some people's privacies. Don't mind me. Don't get the chance very often. And he's gonna go upstairs. And I don't know whether you want me to actually go room to room or not, but Zago's gonna go through everybody's room and see if there's any clues.
Is anybody joining Zargo in this?
Yeah, Medley will just
before-
happily play a little instrument as she goes.
Sure. Okay.
I want to
Look,
ask
roll come as well.
the guy, is there anything nearby to the west of this location? That's the last direction that I saw the guy kind of missed off in towards, right?
Okay. So asking that, he pauses for a moment, like searching his memory, and he's like, yeah, you know, oh shit, and he leans in, getting a little bit quieter, and goes, yeah, there's a church, it's like I don't know, like maybe an hour and a half's ride from here. Oh shit. And he's like coming to this realization. He goes, you know, a while back, some of the guards that had passed through here from Lyronport, they were talking about shit, that old abandoned church, that they had thought some shit was going on there, but they you know, just overhearing their conversation here at the bar, they said you know, when they got there was nobody there. It looked like the place had been abandoned or something, but it's attached to a graveyard. And he's sort of fumbling around again, and goes, I think it's a church of Ilmater. You know, he sort of throws his hands back. I'm not a religious guy myself, but you know, some of the folks that come in here every now and again, you know, they serve Ilmater, but as far as I know, nobody's been to that church in a long time.
Very well. And yeah.
So,
Gonna go.
yeah, as you guys are searching upstairs, I'm not going to bring you all over there again because it's a bit tedious. But as you rummage around upstairs, it's mostly just common bedrooms, nothing in particular about them. There's a couple of large rooms that house 6 people, like in one single room. There's some very, very just large spaces like that. Let's say if a party of people needed to rest, they certainly could there. There's a couple of rooms like that. Then there's a couple of like proper bedrooms where people could be staying in with balconies and whatnot. And there's writings that you would find, just personal stuff of people who had been staying there. But for the most part, nothing of significance or import as far as this matter is concerned. Yeah, that's the upstairs anyway.
Good. So nothing of interest. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that was a waste of time. So overhearing what you said, you saw this fella head out west somewhere, and now Revel's saying there's a church or something?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely the church is out west in that direction. You know, I know you lot just upstairs and everything. You're free to look around down here too, though. I don't think. I mean, I don't know. Anything that you could find, I guess.
Thimble's gonna start looking around to head over towards this door down here. Or looking around.
Yeah. I mean,
He
if you
needs to look for a bathtub. That's what he needs to.
as you you know, enter that space, Fimble, you can, you know, the scent of, you know, just animals hit you. It's mostly horses, you know, their shit, and you can see the horses sort of standing in their respective stalls. Let me do this. Here we go. The horses are standing in their respective stalls. Definitely reeks of manure in here, along with like a little bit of fire. And you can see just down in the distance in the stable, there's another dwarf. He's got like orange hair, sort of. He's common clothes, but he's got like some, you know, armor padding. He's carrying around a couple of things, sort of not realizing that you're there yet. Those at the bar, what are we doing?
Zaga's gonna walk over to the kitchen, open the door, head through.
Okay.
Is there any food left out? Like, is there a pot of stew, maybe, or like some bread rolls?
So, as you head into the kitchen,
Jesus,
there is a large Goliath man. He's a little bit taller than most Goliaths that you may have seen. He's got a chef's hat. He's got his apron, and he's sort of with a big club. He is stirring a very large pot of stew, and as you enter, he looks at you and goes, "Huh? What are you doing here?"
your nipple is out, darling.
He looks down and he goes, "Yeah, I like it like that."
So do I. I'm here for food.
Hey, yo.
Or if you want food, you order it from Revel, not near.
Revel said I can come get it because I'm a detective and I'm also a very good chef. Now, what are you cooking?
He has one hand on his club that's stirring the stew, and he puts another just large hand onto your shoulder, and he goes, "Unless Revel tells me you can be in the kitchen, fuck off."
I like you. What's your name?
He squints. Goal.
Gull. I had a friend named Gull once, you know. We were very good friends. Was, you know, Gull, I've got a present for you. And I'm going to turn around and quickly take out some wood. And I'm going to quickly try and carve a little wooden figurine of a Goliath with a big wooden club and a nipple poking out on one side. I do have wood carver's tools.
You do. Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Or deception, because you did, you know. Okay, all right. So as you sort of
They're both the same.
Yeah, as you whittle, you know, whittle the wood, he looks at it and goes, okay. And he sort of grabs a ladle and he scoops and he goes, that's not, you can have some if I can have that. And he points at the little puppet.
Of course you can. Gull, anything for friends. And hands it up and gives it, it's decent. And yeah, he's gonna go over and ladle himself another. He's gonna like have a little takeaway flask of soup or stew. Okay, I can't work on an empty stomach. And he's gonna take it. He's gonna take it out. That's all I came in here for is some food.
All right, so
thank you, Gull.
while that is happening, let's see. Noctifer, Tamsin, Medley, what are you up to at the moment?
Medley's just playing her little recorder.
just sort of.
Nocturne's not really doing much, honestly. He's taking in the atmosphere, sort of glancing around, and then he spots Zargo going into the kitchen, and he can see the Goliath behind him, and he's just like, sort of shakes his head, and then goes back to sort of like having a look at everyone else who's around the sort of main floor.
Okay, Medley. So are you sort of playing the recorder for just everybody in the room, or are you just sort of playing it to yourself?
She's staring at Noctifer as she's playing.
Are you playing it loudly, or is it just sort of gently?
Absolutely in his direction. Yeah, aggressively, loudly in his direction.
Okay, make a performance check. See how you're doing.
I hope it's shit. Yeah.
Oh, wow!
Medley's she's going in pretty decently. Some of the people, sitting at their tables are sort of nodding their head, just sort of listening as you're fucking playing like a recorder solo and just angrily staring at Noctifer.
It's like a rap battle with a recorder.
I think he rolled the exact same as well.
Yeah. She's playing the exact thing that you played upstairs back to you, just louder and angry. Okay, Tamsin, you're just cleaning, just wiping down the bar, trying to wind yourself down after that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fimble, you're in the stable area. What are you doing?
I see the dwarf, right?
Yes, yeah.
Oi, brother! I'll call over to him.
The dwarf sort of quickly turns his head around and goes, "Oh shit! What's who let you in here?" And he sort of starts to make his way over.
What's the fucking guy? I'm terrible with memorizing his name.
Revel.
Bartender guy?
Revel. Yeah.
Rebel, dude.
He stops for a second. He goes, "Oh shit! Revel is in. Fuck! It's normally employees or whatever. The guards, they've not let you through the doors."
They let us in. We're here for the bodies upstairs.
Oh shit! I'd heard about that. Right. Well.
You hear much about it?
Not much other than what Revel's told me. To be honest, I stay here in the stables most days. I go home at the end of the day, so not much. I've got horses for travel if you need it. A couple of mules, you need things carrying around, but other than that, not really.
Might do shortly. Do you know anything about that church out west?
Church. Not a religious man, I'm afraid, but I'm sure if you ask around, you might find something. You here with River told me there'd be detectives by, so I suppose that's what this is about then.
Could say that, yep.
Oh shit. Alright, well, if you lot need in here for anything, or need any gestures to the animals, need travel or something, I suppose you come in and purchase that if you need.
Likely see you again soon.
Right, and he sort of walks over. The crate that he goes over towards, as he starts to set his down, you see a large a blunderbuss sort of weapon sort of laying on the table there.
Can I insight just if there's like anything during the conversation that he seemed sort of iffy about?
Sure, yeah, make an insight check.
Not very good at it, but let's find out. No, that was a great conversation. I have no fucking clue.
Zero. No,
Right.
He's a fellow dwarf. He can do no wrong.
exactly. Okay.
Let's just return to the others. Nothing in here.
Zargo, before you left the kitchen, or maybe even as you were leaving, could you make me a perception check?
Sure can.
Okay.
11.
Okay, so before, or as you were talking to Gull, you would have seen just a faint amount of discoloration compared to everything else in the building. There's a bit of this door that's in the kitchen that was a bit discolored.
Discolored like how?
It's a bit darker, similar to being soaked with a sort of liquid. Can't really tell, but you would have seen that.
I'll take I imagine I've got like a bowl of stew and I'm like 2 hands on it and just like slurping it up. And I think about the door. Think about the stew. You turn around. Come back inside. You don't go, oh, this is really good stew. I have to say. Whoever taught you how to make this, are you self-taught? Because it's bloody fantastic, I must say.
As you start talking, his eyes light up a little bit. Well, right, yeah, no, I've taught myself how to make meat stew, and he points towards it, and he goes, Revel told me I should put flowers and, like herbs in it or whatever, but don't need that, just need meat.
What kind of meat do you put in?
All kinds. Brontar from the stables, he slaughters the pigs and he'll bring them in here, and lots of pork and beef and whatever animals we can find out back. And he's sort of just like fumbling with the puppet.
Oh, good. Is the stables that way? And he points at the discolored door.
Oh, no, that's our cellar. We keep stuff there, and carrots, potatoes, whatever.
Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna go drink my stew in the cellar and have a look around, because here to be a detective after all. And I'm just gonna wave down Tamsin. Get the others, won't you? This door looks a little funny.
And he's, sort of just nods, and he's sort of playing with the puppet. He's still got the big club in the stew, and he's like just gently stirring it while fumbling with the puppet a little bit. And he's like, yeah, okay.
It's not locked. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, you have keys at this point anyway. It would have been locked, but you have keys. Okay.
So it's like is it wooden or stone?
The door or?
Yeah, the door.
The door is wooden. It discolored. It's a little darkened. Having a closer look at it now, there is just little bits here and there, mostly towards the handle. That's blood.
Blood stains. Okay.
Is it possibly blood from upstairs that's leaked down?
No, this is like somebody who may have had a little bit on their hands has grabbed the door handle. I would also say it's like wet blood.
It's okay.
So it's like fresh. Okay.
This door is it too big for Go?
If he was to squeeze down in and through it, he could fit in it, but he can maneuver the building. He's just pretty fucking big.
Zaga's gonna turn really quick. Cool, darling. How are you enjoying that puppet? Isn't it good?
Yeah. He's like dancing it around, kinda. Yeah.
Who went down here today? Did someone go and fetch the vegetables?
He sort of is standing there, sort of like looking at the ground, like trying to search his memory. No?
Someone went down here today, didn't they?
Not that I know.
Insight check.
Question mark.
Sure. Yeah, go
It's an
ahead.
easy insight check on that one.
I have to roll another 0.
I don't think he's
That's not a
capable
0.
of lying. I'll be honest. But
I mean, you're not. Yeah, I was gonna say, he doesn't really seem like he's lying. At least to use Argo. Fimble, he's a big simple guy. If there was somebody that went through that door, he doesn't fucking know.
Okay. I believe him.
Good to me.
Fimble's gonna go up to the door and he says wet blood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
He's gonna swipe a bit on his finger and taste it.
Okay. I mean, it's blood. It is absolutely blood.
Can I tell what type? Like if it's like animal blood that would be used in like a stew because he's cooking. Can I like roll something for that? I don't know.
Yeah, just make an investigation check. Yeah, fuck it. Or you said animal. If you're looking for that specifically, do nature.
Nature, okay.
It doesn't seem like any animal blood that's been made for food that you know of.
Okay. I don't recognize it.
Hams is just gonna stare at him with disgust, eyes wide.
Okay. What are we doing? Are we moving into the cellar?
Yes.
I'm just gonna quickly.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm gonna quickly summon Crowley back to me, and like hide him in my cloak, just so he's with me, and we don't have to keep track of him.
Sure.
And then I'll
His name is
Crowley. Yeah.
step in.
fucking Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay. As you're stepping in, you guys can see pretty easily that there's open crates full of carrots, potatoes, onions. There's some gourds here and there. As you look a little bit further into the room, there is a proper like cellar underground door that is at the very back of it.
Zaga's gonna mage hand the keys and the little puppet strings, and I carry them over to Noctifer. Noctifer, darling, perhaps shut the door and lock it behind us, so that we don't get any unwanted visitors.
Right. And then he's just gonna step up and he'll go and try and lock the door from behind.
Mm. Yeah, you shut the door. It's locked up. As you go to shut the door, you can just see Gull still like dancing with the puppet on the edge of the pot of stew.
And then really quick, Zogo's gonna pull out. He's gonna make another really rough looking puppet. He's gonna wrap it in some. It's gonna be one of those poppet, which is one of those cloth puppets that is often used for witchcraft. That is stuff with like cloth or cotton wool. Is often the ones that are pinpricked and stuff like that. It's got buttons for eyes and shit. Basically a voodoo doll. And I'm gonna hide it in this corner. And for this, I'm gonna be using my racial feature create eerie token. So that I'm just gonna do that for now. I'm not gonna explain what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm just gonna hide it in the corner best I can. Kind of facing the room.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna head over and see if the door is locked.
The cellar door is not locked. You are able to open it up, and it leads down a staircase that goes underground.
Anybody else want to go into the deep, dark, bad place?
Jimbo will just carry on going through first.
Okay. So as you head down into the cellar, looking around, it's not all that large. It's again another sort of tight space. There's drinks. There's like wines that have been, lined up on the walls. There's shelves just of boxes. Things that they have certainly stocked up on. But while you're down there, you all round a corner, and there is a woman standing down there. She's a tiefling woman, glowing red eyes, in similar-ish, much nicer looking black robes with a little staff, and she turns to look at you, and her eyes sort of drop a little bit, like she's annoyed that you lot are down here. And at her feet, you can see a circle that has been, carved into the cellar floor. The cellar, by the way, is relatively dusty. Like, it is not often do they come down here. This is, goods. They would only come down here every so often if they were, running low or maybe had a busy month. But at her feet is, that circle that has, been carved into. And again, looking at you all, disappointed, she's like, God damn it. And she snaps her fingers, and flame up from the circle, like a dark orange mixed with black flame, shoots up from the floor, and she vanishes.
I was like, can I chuck my javelin at her while she's standing there?
You certainly could, but just in the nick of time, it would have, flown through the flames, hit the wall behind her. She's gone.
Are these the same kind of robes that the ones upstairs were wearing?
Much nicer, much more intricate, but similar.
Would we be able to recognize like what kind of magic that was? Like if that was like, because that, I don't know if I would know anything to do with it.
Yeah, the runes on the floor. Is it? Can I have a look at those and try and figure out what she's been up to down here?
Make an Arcana check, yeah.
Ooh, I don't know shit.
Yeah, this is absolutely a teleportation circle that someone has been using to get in and out of this place, or rather I should say, but that absolutely is what it is. The runes are they are a mixture of things.
If you was about to say infernal, I was gonna lose it.
Well,
no, stop.
It is a different mixture of both infernal and abyssal.
It's always infernal. Frick.
So the infernal runes, if I step forward, would I be able to read them since I know infernal?
You would be able to recognize them. They are just runes that are of infernal nature, but they're not like they don't write out words or anything like that.
Yeah, it's just general.
It's like an address. This goes to.
So this is what we found when we went down the cellar door.
Yes.
Was this chick in the middle of the teleportation circle?
Mm-hmm.
And then she just poofed. Okay.
Yeah. She before she had fucked off, looked like she may have been looking around for something, but you guys coming down pretty haphazardly, she immediately was getting out of there.
And there was nothing recognizable about her cloak, her clothing. who she was?
Like I said, finely crafted cloak, similar to one of the guys earlier, but much nicer. Like if there were a standing or a ranking structure among whoever these people are,
She was clearly at the top.
She could have been, certainly.
Is there any light down here?
Dim, like a lantern that's sort of almost like it's sort of running out of fuel to be lit.
Okay. I'll light up. I'll pull out. I've only got a candle, so I'll pull a candle out of my backpack and I'll light it up. Excuse me. And like go over to the. Instead of using dartfish, I'll go over and inspect the ruins as well.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly were they doing down here?
As he pulls out the candle, I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to make the candlelight a bit brighter.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the space definitely brightens up, and you can see pretty fully in the very little open space that there was here in the cellar that this is, the circle has been traced into and carved. So, Noctifer, you would recognize again that a portion of this is in Infernal, but Zargo, you would recognize that the other portion of it is Abyssal.
Mm-hmm.
What was the God.
Zargo will point out, well, I don't recognize half of it, but half of it is abyssal.
Noctifer kind of shuffles in a little bit and takes a look over at it and just sort of goes, it's infernal.
Medley, what are you doing in this moment?
Kind of just staring, a bit stumped.
Mm-hmm. Are you staring down into the cellar? Sort of just having a look around?
Yeah, trying to have a look around, see if there's maybe like anything else in the room outside of what's on the ground.
Make me a perception check.
Oh. Hang on, I can't get this thing up to do it.
Oh, shit. Here, hold on, I might have to... Alright, select your token and then do it. Might be scuffed like that. Then you can hit C.
Perception?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so...
Up there with her?
Yeah, if you wanted to.
Can I also?
Sure.
Alright.
Okay.
Hey!
Oh.
All right. So, with those, so like I said earlier, most of the cellar, it's dusty in here, sort of old, not super old, but nobody's been down here in a little bit. That being said, there are a couple of different crates, just sort of on the lower rungs of the cellar, or where some stuff was stored, that has been recently opened up, and are like the lids on them are slightly ajar, as if maybe this woman had been going through some of these things.
Okay. And so I'm gonna go make my way over to those and point them out to them and try and get them open to see if I can find any trace or remnant of what may have been inside.
So it would be obvious that inside here was some paperwork. It seems like mostly old logs that the inn had been keeping, but it would have appeared that this woman was digging through this in particular crate for information. None of the other boxes of foods or even, racks of wine or anything of the sort has been touched. It has just been this one thing in particular that she may have been down here for. Yeah.
There's no, it's not like records of a certain thing or that we can determine.
For the most part,
to try and narrow down what it is.
Sure. For the most part, it is just logs of people who have been stayed here and, in times past, years past even. There is, I'll tell you what, make an investigation check. Are you properly going through it?
Yes.
Okay.
Investigation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You still have your bardic inspiration from early if you would like to use it, but
Well, I thought that went away.
nope.
Because the
I think it just straight gives it to them for until they use it. No.
It stays until you use it.
Yep.
oh,
a D6.
okay,
That's true.
a D6.
You don't have
Okay.
to if you don't think it's gonna make it.
Well, I know. I mean, yeah. Okay. Thank you for
Up
the
to you.
reminder. Because I saw the thing pop up. Well, that didn't help.
Okay, so 10. Going through it, there is some paperwork that is specifically addressed to Revel. It has a little bit of information about, some traveling that he was doing, some time off that he had taken. The time off was a few months ago, and it had a sort of log of where he may have been, sort of just record keeping on his part.
Okay, I'm gonna pass the papers off to somebody else to see if maybe they can
Mhm.
make sense of it. Anybody else want to give this a go?
Medley's gonna try and read it and have a little look over it.
Yeah,
I'll head over and I'll assist Medley,
sure.
and I'll just be Medley. This is what you were made for. We thought it was jazz on your recorder, but no, you've always meant to be a detective. That will be about assisting to give her advantage.
Yeah.
She's currently holding the paper upside down as he's saying that.
No, the other way, darling.
Oh, okay, yep.
Okay, so make an investigation with advantage.
Oh, I can't do the thing again. Fuck.
Oh fuck.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm
It's
so tapped
okay.
out.
There you go.
Thank you. What was it again?
That's why I just popped mine out.
Investigation
so I could
with
pull it to the
advantage.
side.
Yeah.
Advantage?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I mean, going through it, the time off that Revel had taken a few months ago was specifically for he had a death in his family, and he had listed it as attending, for about a couple weeks' time for him to travel for this death, and that's. That may have been the information that this woman was looking for in particular, as it was sort of tucked away at the back of the crate that Tamsin managed to pull out. That's about it on the paperwork. That's the only thing that's really of note as far as the log goes over the past year or so.
Medley shoves the paper in Zagro's face and starts pointing at it. Here, read that.
Zago like squints. That's Just to clarify, DM, it was just that Revel had time off for a death in the family.
Yeah, he took time off, and he had assigned one of one of the other workers to be take.
And
over
how
his
long did he
place.
have off?
It was a couple of weeks. He had to travel for a good while to get there.
Did you say where to?
No, not where to.
Okay.
I'll relay that to the rest of the group. I'm also gonna ask you a question, Ziggy.
Sure.
And I'm gonna pose this with I understand this might be different here, but I know OOC that for a teleportation circle, is this a permanent teleportation circle, or did she cast the spell to take her to a teleportation circle? Like, is this a temporary, is this gonna rub off, or is this permanently on the floor?
It could certainly be rubbed off depending if somebody really wanted to remove it. It would take quite a bit of effort for them to do something like that. But as of right now, it's semi-permanent, I would say.
Okay, so I guess my question is a normal teleportation circle, I think takes you have to inscribe it and cast the spell every day for a year. So does it look like someone has done that? Or does it look like someone's done something similar but for a short amount of time?
Something similar for a shorter amount of time.
Okay.
Oh, well, hey, I'm glad you're here to enjoy it, Decaf.
They're looking for information on Revel. For some reason. Any thoughts as to why?
Maybe the death is important.
Could assume as much. They're also committing murders in his inn. Could be personal. God, that would be spicy, wouldn't it? That'd make a good show.
You can make a lot of money from that.
Make
Maybe
a lot
piss
of money
someone
from
off.
that medley.
But why the mockery of the goddess Lucenti upstairs?
I think that
That
might
was-
be just who they are.
That was what was on the window, by the way. Sorry.
The goddess who?
Lucenti, goddess of purity.
Purity. I don't really do that, so that makes sense why I haven't really heard of her.
It's not that kind of purity. More a, we live our lives. It's so hard to
I live my
explain.
life, so maybe
I'm
I
not
am
good at
maybe
this.
I could be a cleric.
I mean, if that's what you feel is your purest and truest self, then yes, that's exactly it.
That was quite easy.
Exactly.
Revel. Is anyone else getting a vibe from that guy?
He's hiding something.
Why don't we call him down to the cellar and beat him up?
May not get the answers we're looking
I
for.
mean,
I think that would cause more harm than good.
I mean, yes, it would literally cause him harm. I don't disagree. I think that's kind of the point. But, advanced interrogation methods I've heard are quite effective. I've read some books.
Clearly.
I could make him confess, but only for 6 seconds.
but then we'd have to have the right
Perfect.
questions.
Also, he could confess to what he had for breakfast, and it's really
Exactly.
not. It's not a. My magic is not very good in that kind of thing.
Huh.
If only we had one of them alive. I think maybe it's best we go to the church.
Yeah,
I agree. I think
I'm
the
sorry about
church
that,
is
too.
the next direction.
And if we
Alright.
find anything at the church that might lead us to question him some more, then maybe we do so.
All right.
We can always come back.
Exactly.
We stay here the night or go now.
Is anybody tired?
I think
Are we
you
good
said
to
that
go?
one of them is apparently out there. The longer, I think they're running on foot at the minute. And maybe we could catch up if we got some horses.
He's not on foot. He turned into smoke.
Smoke. We're chasing smoke. We're literally chasing smoke.
Yep.
The horse can catch up to smoke, right?
Can a horse go through trees?
This is honestly, this is detectives chasing smoke. I can figure a title out of that. This is great. This is fantastic.
Okay.
So we're all in agreement?
Sure.
Okay. So, as you all, give me a second here. Where are you all? Here we are. As you all make your way back up and out of the cellar, give me a sec. Trying to fix that. Why
Get out of the way.
is it dark? Hold on.
It's so dark.
That is scuffed. Fine.
Power outage.
Yeah.
Oh no.
As you all make your way out of the cellar, are you guys heading up towards Revel, or are you just trying to make your way out? Period.
Let's
Wanna
determine.
try and ask?
I don't know if we've got anything to ask him, really.
I do. I go up to Revel and I'd be like, Revel, as detectives that you've had, I'm sure you wouldn't mind lending us some of your horses while we go chase down the murderer, right?
He sort of just, yeah. I mean, go talk to Brontar. I'll tell you what. And he just sort of jots down on a little piece of parchment quickly, and he signs it very specifically. He says, "Give that to Brontar. Tell him Revel sent you." And
You dropped your bell.
I did drop my bell. Anyway, tell him Revel sent you, and maybe he'll give you a discount. Those are his horses. That's his business.
I will
Discount?
do so. I've spoken
Discount?
to him already. I'll
You
take.
mean
I'll take
discount?
The,
What is
no,
it?
That's his business. I don't own his horses. Okay.
Bimbo will take
Ugh.
it and start walking towards the guy because he spoke to him already and knows him.
Okay. Go on. Sorry, Medley.
Oh, I was gonna say, Medley thinking that having to pay for his bull, she's just gonna toot her recorder in his direction and just start walking out.
Noctifer, what are you doing?
He'll just come along for the ride. He's just.
Alright, let me scoot you in here then. Oh, shit.
I
He's
would
just
have
happy
grabbed
to be
my
there, that's all.
It's just.
my eerie puppet on the way out, by the way.
Okay. Let me reset something really quick. It's all fucked up. There we go. It's alright. Okay, so, oops, my bad. So as you all walk in, Brontar, recognizing Finley goes, "Oh, shit, alright. Hello, everyone. I'm Brontar. You lot are the detectives, I'd imagine."
Yes, I said we'd be
That's
back,
right.
and Bimbo will hand over the note from Rev.
Oh, shit. And he sort of reads it and he's like, "Oh, shit, alright. Yeah, okay, where are you lot headed?"
That's obviously classified information, but the detective investigation. But not far, and your horses would be returned safely and in one piece.
Right. Shit. Well, I'd like some assurances, if that's alright, they are my horses.
Of course. Of course.
Naturally.
Naturally. Assurances.
Medley like looks around at her feet, picks up like a
I don't know why the
small
lighting's
pebble.
all fucked up.
Here you go. I'll have to come back for this one.
He sort of takes it. He's like, this. I don't. This isn't gonna do it, lass.
I'll take out a little little box, and inside the box is a set of dice. By chance, Ziggy, could those dice be special from backstory? From here, hold on. Here, just here.
Yeah. I mean, they certainly would look unique, but I don't know if they'd be, anything.
Yeah,
crazy.
try to convince him.
Sure, yeah. So you sort of just holding the dice out to him and seeing if you would take those as payment.
These are very special dice.
All right, make.
Guess it doesn't really matter if it's persuasion or deception, huh?
It's.
I mean,
yeah.
They are. It's persuasion.
Yeah, well.
Hey.
Okay.
He looks at the dice and goes, "Oh, right. I've seen dice like that before."
These mean a lot to me.
As you hand him over, I'll look at him. He's sort of toss him around. He's like, "All right. Well, I'll tell you what. How many of the horses do you need?" I'll tell you what. I'll give you one of the horses. Take the wagon out there. You can all ride in the wagon. It's strong enough to pull it. Just have it back by a couple of days from now, and we'll call it. What do we think? He sort of searches his mind for a moment. He's like, shit, how far are you going? You don't need to tell me where.
We'll be back in like. Yeah, we'll be back in a day, maybe 2.
All right.
I think 2 at most.
All right, 5 gold.
I don't see a
Medley
problem
looks-
with that.
Medley just looks panicked.
I don't see a problem with that, Medley. Right? It's a dwarven friend here. Seems quite, like he's got a lot of money.
We don't have any.
It's all right. Revel will cover the cost.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
Surely.
who's paying for this, at least in this moment?
2 now, 3 when we're back.
5 gold's sort of cheap here, lads. You're at a discount. I like the dice. 5 gold's a steal. That's just lowest you're getting.
Fine.
Saga will. Oh, is someone doing it?
Yeah, Thimble will give him 5.
Okay.
All right.
Saga, a sigh of relief. From Saga.
All right.
Medley's just sweating bullets right now.
He takes a gun. He's all right. Just take the one there on the far stable. Hook it up to the wagon. You should be right. Okay, so as you all start to head off, give me a moment here. You all
land vehicle proficiency.
you all get on the horse and get the wagon attached so you can all ride in the back of the wagon. Doesn't take all that long, but it is certainly nighttime as we're moving forward here, and you head off towards the direction of the church. So it takes a couple of hours to get there. It's not too bad, but it is certainly dark out at this point. So give me a moment. Let me update this. As you all are headed towards the church, let me do this. Pause that. As you're arriving, it is, the sky is lit, but only by the light of the moons. It's dark out, and like Revel said, this absolutely does have a graveyard attached to it. There's, birds flying here and there.
Very spooky.
And, there's a couple symbols of Ilmater there, attached up on the church. And the graveyard it's pretty big. There are lots of headstones here, but like Revel said, it was abandoned. Nobody has been here or has visited these dead in some time, but you see dim lights that are inside. Maybe candle lights. Like maybe somebody is actually there. But before anybody properly approaches, give me a moment here. Before anybody properly approaches, where's it at? You all, as you're observing the church and whatnot, and the sky is, pretty open. There's an opening in this wooded area, and you can see the sky pretty clearly. Give me a sec. Medley.
Yeah.
You get a glance of your reflection from nearby, just a little puddle of water. And before you would normally cower away from it, you notice something. In this reflection, your eye has returned, but it is another pitch black, wet orb that is glistening in the light of the several moons and stars. It is not that deep ocean blue you remember it being from when you were a child. You feel compelled to stare at it. To stare at yourself. Something you haven't done in so long, you've almost forgotten what you looked like. You try to turn away. You try to yell, to scream at it, but your mouth does not move. Your head does not turn. You can only stare in a silenced hatred for what you see. Zargo, as you look out to the sky, you notice your animated wooden puppet Crowley. He walks up towards you, out from your coat, sort of just in front of you, rather. And through his blank expression, it stares up alongside you at the dark void in the sky. Its jaw drops agape, and through the hollowed hole that is the inside of its unmoving mouth, sounds of hissing and whispering slither out. Again, you know this to be abyssal, and the hissing coming from it is growing louder every passing moment, and it is not by your command. Just then, you get a glance of something moving on your skin. The little black tattoos are changing shape rapidly. Noctifer, hearing Zargo's puppet begin to speak, your body jolts in a couple different ways. You're just coming to realize, this is the words that it is speaking. You've heard them before. Abigail spoke to that horrific creature just like that before those flying, screeching heads flew from its mouth. After a moment of you remembering that trauma from years past, the second realization you have is that you are also now speaking involuntarily, speaking the same sounds and hisses the puppet is. Fimble, as you are witness to the collective sounds that are occurring from your new group, your neck hairs stand on end. In your own head, you begin to hear the screams of all the men, women, and everyone in between you failed. You spent so long without hearing them, as you've tried your best not to. You recognize between these sounds of the screaming, the language the puppet and Noctifer are speaking. Those words is the same language and the similar words to the abominations that killed your regiment on the planet of Relneris. Tamsin, you take in all of what is happening around you, this disorder, this chaos. You've known plenty sick people through your work at the temple, but whatever is happening to the people around you is much different to anything you've ever seen. After a brief moment, you feel a heat crash over your body like an ocean wave on a rocky cliff face. You begin to cough uncontrollably, almost choking on the mucus that seems to have materialized in your throat. It seems like a fever? Through your pain coughs, you begin to hear laughter. It is not coming from the people around you. It's coming from all around you. All of you suddenly see Tamsin's eyes shoot open and a blinding white glow comes from her sockets. Her eyes fill the surrounding area as you're arriving at this church, and all of you are surrounded by a dissonance of white, burning magic consuming your vision and the screaming tearing at your eardrums. It all seems like it's too much for your minds to handle. And then it stops, suddenly. The light fades, and the screaming, the hissing, and whispering all subside. Tamsin's eyes dim once more, but they still subtly glow, pulsing gently, but it is now silent. All the feelings, the memories, the sounds and sights that began to torment you moments ago are gone. With your eyes darting around, you all take a look around at one another before you come to a realization that you all are not here out of any mere coincidence. And that's what we're going to call it for today.
No! No!
You got the space dwarf lore.
No!
He's like, oh, space dwarf.
All right.
What the hell?
Oh shit, dude.
Spicy.
Me listening to that whole thing.
Me thinking of all the ways I could trigger some PTSD in myself.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Ziggy, that was good.
That was real good. Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm excited.
Just another hour. Come on.
no way.
2
I mean-
a.m. Let's go.
I was gonna say I've prepped for like the next 4 sessions. I'm not gonna lie. So
Oh yeah. We take our time. We don't want to burn through it too much.
yeah. Okay. So I know this is the first go at this, and I know Sock, we're running yours tomorrow. How long
Yup.
do you guys want this campaign or thing to go on for? Just any ideas on what you think that may be? A month, 2 months, 3 months? What are you thinking? Because it'll be weekly on Tuesdays, so.
I mean, I'm down for whatever until we, wrap up
Yeah,
the
I'm
story,
down
right?
for whatever as well.
I'm committed, bitch.
I'm kind of committed too. I'm fucking good for this. If this fucking takes a long time or not, like I'm for it right now.
Listen,
man.
I've got 4 pages of notes. Okay, I'm ready.
I'm glad somebody's taking notes because
I know I've been taking notes, but I'm probably gonna go back and listen back and write stuff down because
That's
I only process half of it. What do you mean? I was too busy crushing skulls, bro.
So curious as to what would have happened if I was able to grab that guy and beat the other man with it.
Imagine if I landed my mind sliver. See, this is the issue with a sorcerer.
Yeah.
If you miss your spells, you're gonna fall.
Yep, it's just like, oh, well, I guess I'll just stand here.
Well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself.
Literally.
Alright, well, thanks, guys. Yeah, next week, Tuesday, same time, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck yeah. Well, thank
I
you,
was
guys.
fucking around with Hero Forge like near the end there to like
Yeah.
fuck with my character a little bit. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can add that. I forgot that I had went into Baldur's Gate to try and recreate Noctifer and made that his picture for a second. I was like, oh, I need to change that back. Okay. All right, nice. Well, thanks, guys. You guys
Thank
have a
you.
great day.
Thank you.
It was
yeah.
great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited more.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
get back into the swing of
I
it.
need to space dwarf time.
That's awesome. I'm looking forward to. And that ending was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, spicy.
I had to change a little bit because fucking Zed is in here. That fucking bitch, but whatever.
Oh yeah.
Is he gonna be here next week?
Is he gonna be in the church? Is he a cultist? Who knows?
He's gonna crawl out from the grave.
Hey guys.
He'll come running up behind us with like a backpack on. I was like, they said you went this way.
Am I late?
All right. Good shit. Well, thanks, guys. I will see you next week and/or in roleplay, or not actually.
yeah.
Fuck. Oh God.
Or not. Yeah.
Dare you?
Yikes.
Wow, that hurt.
Big yikes.
That was
Big yikes.
disrespectful.
Sorry.
Showed up to the
guys.
hospital yesterday, seen Etta, and I was like, I can't say hi.
Yeah.
I know. Everything is fucking terrible.
I wanted so desperately to talk shit to Rue during the pursuit, but I just couldn't because it was like a bad taste. I was struggling so hard to just like stay quiet and not like instigate. Like, oh.
And that's like, he doesn't even know what happened yesterday. Oh my god.
Fuck.
Oh.
You know what? You guys will see me on Mom, and it's fine.
The reaction that I had when I got that text message. Oh my god.
This guy doing SBS, and I'm just taking it seriously.
That really was what it was.
It was the funniest shit ever. So I was like, what the fuck is happening to me?
Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. Well, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Nice. Good day. Good day. Did you guys chat? Did we enjoy? Did we have fun? Did we have a nice time? How are we feeling? Let me play some music. Here we go. There we go. I was here for the stream, yes. Okay, I know, Phil, I know. Alright, do I have to write notes down on how things went? Definitely well planned, you did great. Thanks. Put all character portraits in D&D channel I need. Okay. see if I can. Hold on. Ooh, Sock wants to play Deadlock. I can play Deadlock. Let me see if I can upload it for you. Let's see. Is this gonna work? Oh no. Oh, I see. There's these. Oh, whoops, what the fuck? There you go. There's the last one. They're in there. Deadlock? Yeah, listen, I'll be honest. I don't know how to play Deadlock. I am not good at it. But I could try. I am going to call it there, though. Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out today. I'm going to go relajate. We have some D&D tomorrow. I'm going to try and get some GTA in before that. I'm waking up early anyway, so thank you guys. Love you dudes. I will see you tomorrow for some more shit. Fantasy escapism go so hard. I love it. Okay. Goodbye.